you're hearing this, if you are seeing this, thank you. Thank you for joining the stream. We are here at 10 p.m. We are going to be betting Australia as a bonus. Japan's also racing. We'll bet Japan also. So Australia, thoroughbred, and harness bait racing coming at you tonight. Some good things here. So we have our recent betting exploits. Yesterday, not good. Gave back a 2-piece. But we're starting tonight with a $200 bullet. So we'll see how that goes. I've been messing around with OBS, trying to get some things here that'll hopefully make the viewing experience a little bit better. So we have here, you have the full screen with webcam. Okay, you can see that I actually have shoulders, unlike in the regular scene where you see most of them in my face. And then we have the full screen of the video, which is nice. But we have a little combo vertical screen where you can look at the odds on the left side and watch them parade. And then on the right side, you will see the program just like that. So left side will have the racing up, right side will have the program and our betting, and we will take a look at this. For some reason the audio for Australia is not coming in. Let me just check if some other audio is coming in. Oh no, there it is. There it is. There it is bullshit for a while. So first betting. Let me make sure that we're on. Where is it? Okay. So we have the first screen. We have the right screen. Right screen right now is just a mirror of the chat and everything. But we will, while we're handicapping and when we're about to bet, we're going to do this. So while I'm handicapping, I won't be able to read the chat, but follow along, because I'm supposed to actually be paying attention when I handicap. They said we did put in a $100 bullet, so well, $200 bullet, so gotta focus. Track is heavy. This is good. Heavy track usually means it means it's rained a lot, and heavy track is usually indicative of, from my experience handicapping Australia, American siders do really well because heavy is muddy and gross. And it almost plays similar to dirt as far as racing goes. So let's go through it. Class is maiden. All right, the 3 frickers. All right, doesn't have any true heavy form. He did Barrick, he did trial on heavy. I showed speed. We'll probably show speed in here, considering he's going from the short races to 7.5. They're betting him. He's 7-2, so that's an interesting thing. Excuse me. Brad Wallweather is good jockey, but that seems really short. 4. It's been pretty ugly lately. Was okay last year. A return to that may be possible. May make him a threat. His breeding would indicate that he may have an outside chance on the heavy ground, so we'll come back to him. 6 horse, 2/3 on heavy. Hasn't raced too bad. Not super fast, but he's been competitive. He's worth it at a decent price. 11-1 looks good on him. 7. No heavy form. New Zealand bred. New Zealand breds also tend to be okay and heavy compared to Australian breds. Look at this. This is pretty good. His latest race, he threw a shoe In Australia, they call that lost a plate. At blinkers first time, through shoe, blinkers first time, outside post. In a heavyweight race, he finished finished second. That's really impressive. That's why they're betting him. That's a lot of things to kind of have to fight off and then do well anyway. 8 horses a favorite. I don't know. Seems overbet. Another New Zealand bred. I don't like the odds. Alright, 9. Speed. They've bet him the last 2 times. He's been disappointing. I don't know. Maybe he shows up here. That's how those figures with the betting. Bet him hard, he doesn't show up. Don't bet him, boom, goes right on in. All right, 13, he's in. There's a bunch of scratches here, as you can see. All right, 14. 14's too slow. 13, that's an okay race. I don't really bet okay at 13 to 1. Okay is like a 25 to 1, so we'll pass on him. 16, way outside post, too slow. 17, too slow. 18, too slow also. Race is starting to come together. So what the 4's got a good chance. He's got a good post. He doesn't have to do a whole lot to be competitive here, and the price is right. He's 19 to 1. We'll lay off the 3 for now. I guess he's going to be stretching out. There's some speed in this race that he's going to have to contend with. 6 looks like a good candidate for underneath. That's a big race by the 7 last time. The high weight races are usually a little weaker than the standard weight races, so it's still a nice effort. We'll tap our toe into the water just a little bit here. Just see how the track's playing. Early in the card, you don't want to go nuts unless you see something that really stands out. Whoops, we'll play an exacta. $1 exacta, 4-7 with the 4-6-7. Play some value here. Not get too crazy. Alright, so let's go to the regular scene. Oh, man. This tells me I'm probably going to need to get a 3rd monitor. Oh, my God. Or organize these monitors better so like it splits up in half and some sort of weirdness. But, we'll, hopefully, let me switch that audio on.
Frigga's being locked away.
Race
Has had
is
a jump
about to
out
go
since
off.
its return at Terang. So up it goes. Here's Onami being locked away. Quahadi, whose last 2 runs have been most improved, one of which was here on a heavy 10. 7 into $6. Bob Donnet with a couple of chances today. Now, Manhattan Spectre to come forward. A Pash, one of the outsiders, being brought up. And Spring Break kept on the move behind the gates. If you're looking for it, it's in the white with the black and red sleeves, black cap under Damien Oliver. Number of leading riders here at Ballarat today for the Seoul Victorian program. Bit of a staple on Mother's Day, the Ballarat card. The Magic Never Ends moves in. Quahadi goes up. And Classic Warrior will complete the line and then we'll be set to go. For Sam Miranda, first of 9 on a heavy rated track. Heavy 8, rain starts to fall. And the light keeps on flashing on the gates. They're away. No deposit. Spring Break a little bit slow. Goes back to second last Spring Break. Crackerjack Lady at the other end was fast to begin. It's showing speed along with Manhattan Spectre. And then Quahadi, who's out deeper on the track, though, easing now. The Magic Never Ends is going past it into third. Onomi's back on the running rail, close to fourth. A length and a half to Reticent on the green and white colours. Then comes Frickers. They've got 2 lengths on a Passion. Spring Break improving 3 wide from Demolition Man. Classic Warrior 2 away and No Deposit is last. Crackerjack Lady takes them off the back, and with 1,000 metres left to go, the grey leads by 3/4. Manhattan Spectre sits in second. The Magic Never Ends is 3 wide third. Onomy fourth defence. Quahadi and then Reticent 3 wide with
Ford's in
cover.
really good
Spring
position
Break
here.
getting a cart into the
He
race
is just
midfield
behind
in
the
the overtaking
leaders,
lane,
right up into the
and they were
pocket.
followed by Frickers on the
4-7,
fence and the Passion the
7-4
centre.
would be
2.5
really nice
lengths
here.
away to Classic Warrior, Demolition Man, and 3 lengths last, No Deposit. 600 metres left to go. Crackerjack Lady now has company as Manhattan Spectre moves up with the Magic Never Ends. Reticent pulls out 4 wide, staking its claim. Onomy being ridden along back on the running rail under the whip.
4
And
is
then
getting
followed by
worked
Quahasi.
way too
Spring
hard,
Break
way too
still
far out, but
midfield,
maybe
trying
he
to
can
get
fight on
towards
for
the
second.
centre and make some
7
ground.
looks
250
good.
metres left
Come
to
on,
go.
4.
Manhattan Spectre now takes
Get
over.
this 4
And
through.
got the better of Crackerjack Lady on a
Come on,
and then
4-7,
comes Reticent.
7-4.
The Magic Never Ends. Spring Breaks about 5 lengths
I need
off
the wire
leaders,
here.
coming down to the
I need the
100s. Manhattan
wire.
Spectre on a
Get to the
inside.
wire.
Reticent's
We got
along
the
the
red
line.
rail. We got 50
Manhattan
yards
Spectre
out.
still in front.
Wire!
Holding them at bay. Manhattan Spectre
Got him.
home scores
Let's
by
go.
about a neck on
Let's
the line to
go.
Onomy
Right
and
off the
Reticent, and then 2 away to Quahadi.
jump.
And this is the Vale Derby McCarthy, and or Vale, depending on which school you went to.
We'll mute that for now. We got that. We got that bad boy. Let's go. Nothing like jumping into the water and hitting the first race. Good stuff. Good stuff there.
50 favourite raced away early on and swiftly put up 2. On to Love Somebody and Tiny T third away. Followed then by Buatsi and Knucklebox. I'll settle down next. Mashani Patriot racing midfield. Over on the inside was Gathers. They've been followed by Edra Dow, Mark of 8, Snap the Luck. Well back in the field too, Set Beat. And also Mashani Legend. It'll balance up back third to last. Dacor Deals is back next to last at the Wheatwood stand, and Mark of 8 is together there with it. And settling down in midfield position was Watts Wong. So they come down past the 420, and it's Exceed Rock, the pace setter, the favourite. Put up a couple now. Over to Love Somebody and Knucklebox, followed then by Buatsi, Tiny T. Watts Wong's on the outside of Snap the Luck, and Gathers is over on the fence, but Exceed Rock raced away. 300 to go. Put up 2.5 lengths. Over to Love Somebody. Knucklebox giving chase, followed then by Buatsi. Tiny T's over on the inside. Exceed Rock came back to the field though at the 100. Now to Love Somebody. Level pegging up on the outside. To Love Somebody. Pokes its bit in front and 1. To Love Somebody beats home Exceed Rock. Either Buatsi or Knucklebox next. Followed then by at the head of the rest was Set Beat, Mashani Legend, Mashani Patriot. Further back in the field to Snap the Luck. And then came there at the head of the rest there when they pulled up was Gathers, followed by Watts Wong. Well back.
All right, so. So let's see, in that we hit the 7-4 here at Australia B, 9-2 over 11-1. Let's see what the payoffs are. All right, 7-4 is paying $133 for the $2, and we had it for $1, so we get half of that. So we first race, we're in for $4, and we will be out for $66.70. So that was a plus 60 in the first race that we bet, which is nice, very nice. You know, something good to jump in and get to Juice's phone again. We, it's funny. It's You know, that was the first race we handicapped and bet, but so we went easy on it. You know, we didn't try to get too fancy. Sometimes those, you know, sometimes those come along like, you know, when you have some momentum going and you can just really kind of dig in and try to attack it. But you know, it's nice. There's nothing more uh, there's nothing more revisionist history that you can do than handicapping the horses, because of course after the race you're going to say, well, why couldn't I have that for, why could I have pounded that for like $500? That's not how things work. I mean, you can you know, till you're blue in the face say, oh man, I should have had that. But all right, so we will go to 1C. So the A race went off. We didn't have any time to look at it. The two favorites are in 1C, so we're not too concerned. All right, Wellington track is good. The 9 and 12 are scratched. All right, so what do we have here? One's a first-time starter. This thing's a betting, even though he looks absolutely terrible. Let's switch up to the multi-view. One's a first-time starter. He's shown nothing, but they're betting him, so it's kind of interesting. Hey, Drew, let me know if you can see the split screen. So the left, the racing's on the left, and the form is on the right. I just want to make sure everything looks how it's supposed to look based on like the preview. 2 has kind of a wonky, has trial, hasn't really shown anything. Let's see the 3. First up, Bunkers. It seems to kind of hang out. They're betting him. It's another maiden race. They're betting him, but hasn't shown anything notable yet that I'm particularly interested in. 4 made a move to the lead in this first from the outside post with the apprentice riding. Long odds, made the lead, dead turning for home. I was on a soft track. I don't know. Not interested. 5 doesn't show enough either. 6, not seeing anything. This is kind of a not much to go off here, but we'll see. We'll try to see if there's anything that stands out. And not much going with the 7. 1 second. Let's check this. Nice. Yeah, kind of squeezed, but that's okay. Kind of the goal there. Okay, so here, the 8s. Look at this turnaround. So he started his career late last year, early this year, did absolutely miserable nothing. Does a couple trials, comes back, runs second at 51-1, and then second again at 10-1. Clearly improving. They're all over at 4-5. Seems kind of like a low-hanging fruit there, but we'll see what else is in here. Chili Pop. Hasn't raced in like a year. This is a tough bunch. And tough as in bad. Alright, defies logic. I've definitely seen this horse race multiple times. He was terrible. Terrible last start. Mediocre 2 starts before. He was okay last year, but hasn't shown any real improvement. Was supposedly injured in the last race, minor injury. I don't know. There's too many excuses here. Too many excuses to try and make for him. You know, one of these first timers are going to step up and come up with something. You know, the only one I think that's worth anything, worth even a try, is the 4. But he's going to go out there. He's going to go fast. Does the 8 get him late? The 8's really the only horse that's shown any even remote. And he maybe it's the soft track that's helped the 8. The last 2 runs have been on the soft track. Wow. This is a sad bunch. Sad. You know, if the 10 had a better post, I'd like him at a big price. You know what? We'll toss the 8. We'll hope the 4 goes to lead. And we'll hope the 3 second time out kind of improves. Second race of the year. And we'll just play. We'll go real soft here. Real soft. We'll just play 3-4 straight up for $2. Ain't trying to get fancy here. Ain't trying to get too fancy here. All right, let's.
Blinkers have really done the trick for her this time in. Cotton on George will be better for the run there behind Poetic Harmony at Narromine last start. It won't be far away. We've got Devise Logic, who I think was probably a touch over the odds at $15, given his career form. Was a bit disappointing last start, though, and we'll throw in the 7. And that
so we're hoping the 4 goes out to a big stupid
from the Wanda Ings.
No
Wanda
real
Ings
reason.
yard has had one start at Bathurst, but going off a trial, I think she's got some ability. 8 a special, 3, 13, and 7. Punters really only want the 2 runners here, and that is, of course, 8 Sky Lover at $1.65, which has been very well supported, and 3, which is Cotton on George, at $3.40 from the Alison Smith yard. Outside of that, if you like anything around those 2 favourites, we can certainly lock away a decent price with tab.com. All right, now we're just being let know that there is a horse undergoing a veterinary examination here. It might in fact be horse number 7. Oh, horse number 5 it is, in fact. Horse number 5, which is Good Draw, is undergoing the veterinary examination here. So we'll stand by for more as we head up to Cole Hodges for the call, race 1.
In for 4, out for 66.
So it's imperative they try to get over in some sort of position by the time they reach that first corner. Now, Good Draw, number 5, has been passed as fit to start, and up in the line it comes. Now, it looks as though they're all ready to go here. Race 1 on the card, first of 8 at Wellington, about to get underway. Stand by for a start. Red lights on. Set. Shepherd Avenue jumped away. Oh, Sky Lover's missed the start by about 6 lengths, and Queen of War was rushing up towards the lead.
It's going to be bombs. That was the 8th who was a mile.
Praline. They're both going very fast, and Praline leads Cotton on George. Chili Pop the third. Queen of War was next, followed then by Trampler, about 4 lengths back to Don's Duck, then Shepherd Avenue. Hard Straw defies Logic, followed then by Good Draw, and Sky Lover, the favourite, is about a dozen lengths off the lead as they sweep down the side here, and Cotton on George got through on the inside of Praline. Chili Pop is out there, 3 wide, a good break back to Trampler, and then Queen of War and Don's Duck. Cotton on George on the inside, Praline the centre, on the outside Chili Pop, a break back then to Queen of War, Cotton on George in front. Praline is starting to run home fairly well, Cotton on George in front. Praline's not going to pick it up, and Cotton on George down the line, wins by a couple of lengths to Praline. Chili Pop third, Queen of War next, Trampler, followed in by Defies Logic. Sky Lover made some ground but lost all chance at the start. Hard Straw was next in, followed in there by Don's Duck, Shepherd Avenue and Good Draw.
4 runs.
Cotton on George, trained by a very good trainer, and Alison Smith from Orange. She used to ride in the races at one stage, but become a very good trainer down at Orange. Number 3, Cotton on George,
one of the first time starters was
$3.40, $1.10, betting 11 Pralin.
Let's go back to look at it. Let's switch to. Let me switch to the vertical. So, 11 ran second at 51 to 1. Oh man, too bad we couldn't just like the 11. And yeah, the 11 was one of the first time starters. I mean, there's just nothing. There's nothing to go off of here. It wouldn't have been impossible to find the all button, but I mean, the race was so sketchy. I wasn't going to jump out and stick my neck out on something. So I did like the 10 a little bit, but except that year layoff's just a tough sell. But I mean, year layoff, first time starters, yeah. Let's see what the 311 is paying. 311. $336 for the $2. We played 3-4 straight up, which was paying $147. We don't want that money. They bet to 8 to 3 to 5, and these maiden races, man, 3 to 5. It's like if you can find any excuse to go against the 3 to 5 shot, just take it. And we did. We took it. The 8 was absolutely miserable bad out of the gate, and just lost all chance. All right, what do we got? All right, we got some harness coming up here from Bathurst. All right, so just to update the balance, we are plus 60 at the moment.
The horses that make their debuts at a later age, they always seem to run well. Which just goes to show that if you've got ability, and even if you've got some issues, sometimes patience can be rewarded. And Joint Venture, a 5-year-old son of Grin from Ear to Ear, makes his race debut today, and he's into $1.45 fixed odds. So they're moving up race 2, the Stu Valentine for Bloodstock Insurance. Favourite, very short, Joint Venture, $1.45. $5 Thirsty Sportsman, who's had late support, $6 Crazy Shippo. And they're ready now. Set. Green lights on. They're off and racing. Jillaby Gypsy, gate 2, left the gate fast. Gerula Josie showing speed. Joint Venture, the favourite, out well. He's pressing forward now, Joint Venture. He'll have the speed to come across and run to the front into the first turn. 8.2 the lead time, and Joint Venture takes it up. Leads 5 metres.
And mainly because I wasn't betting it.
Second placing, Jillaby Gypsy and Nicky Brook left without cover in third. Then followed by Gerula Josie, who's in 4th placing. Next Kane passes by ear. It's going to settle down 4 back the inside. Around it is Falcons Honor. So it's effectively 1 out, 1 back.
Interestingly enough,
Thirsty Sportsman, who's 5 back the inside, 20 away from the leader underneath of Crazy Shippo. Second last Litchfield and the outside Sharpshooter is last of all. So down to the judge. They've got a circuit left to run. 30.6 the opening quarter, and it's Joint Venture the leader. Does it well here. Leads by 5 metres. Second, Jillaby Gypsy. 5 metres away in third, Gerula Josie and Nicky Brook left without cover. 5th on the pegs, pass it by ear. It's 4 back the inside of Falcons Honor. Then came Thirsty Sportsman, who's inside Crazy Shippo, who's peeling out 3 wide to start a run. Sharpshooter's going to follow him forward, and last getting away from the pegs is Litchfield. Into the back straight now, 32.2 second quarter, 62.8 the half. Down the back, and it's Joint Venture. Just had to be shaken up by Matt Rue as moving up quickly. Crazy Shippo to get within 1.5 metres.
There's definitely
up
a lot
into
of
third
races
placing, Sharpshooter deeper. Jillaby Gypsy 4th. They're followed by Thirsty
Sportsman,
who's been able to get to the outside and start to make some ground. Next came Nicky Brook and the insiders, Gerula Josie. Off the back straight now, and Joint Venture opened up. He led 6 metres now. On Crazy Shippo, driven along second. Jillaby Gypsy third. Then came Sharpshooter and Thirsty Sportsman to the outside. 28 for the third quarter. Joint Venture into the straight, led 6 metres on Crazy Shippo, who stays on well. Battle going on for third. Jellyby Gypsy and Thirsty Sportsman running on. Joint Venture in front with 75 to go. He's all out, but he's got it won. And Joint Venture does it all of the way. Beats Crazy Shippo. Third, Thirsty Sportsman, and fourth, Jellyby Gypsy. They're followed home then by Sharpshooter and Jarula Josie.
Come over to the US.
Next over came Pass It By Ear. It was well back in the field. Then Nicky Brook.
Actually, like,
and it was one of the last home with Falcons on it.
Maybe a couple.
And we await a last quarter to come through.
Maybe
Number 5, Favourite wins at Joint Venture.
What was the 7 looking like?
Led and got a really cheap middle half of the race. And the pressure came at the 600, and Matt Rood had to shake him up, but he sustained that sprint and has been able to see it out to win. Number 5, Joint Venture. He was all out the last 100 metres, but he's been able to do enough to hold them at bay and win. Number 5.
Let's watch the
Joint
Tokyo
Venture
broadcast
first.
really
Beats
quick.
home number 6, Crazy.
We have that program up. We're not going to have much time to handicap, but we'll give a little look see. We'll switch to the vertical here.
Turf event coming up.
All right, let's take a look at the program.
Colts and fillies here. The favourite is Yashimaru, even money, 2.0 the 2. Awesome Peak,
What
second
race is
favourite,
it?
13.
Race 4.
2.9 at the moment. My numbers
Alright,
here,
we're going
2,
a
13,
mile and
5,
an
and 10.
eighth.
2, 13, 5, and 10.
I hate when they have these stupid Equibase programs. Like the Sky Racing program for this international is so much better. So much better than these fucking form sheets they give you for Equibase. I mean, what the fuck am I supposed to figure out here, you know? I mean, you're basically just betting into blind. The good thing about also, international racing, though, is there's not this, like, asinine, monopoly on, like, form sheets and stuff, so, like, I can probably go online and find much better statistics, but we'll just glance at this. I don't, like I said, it's too late to really handicap worthwhile, but we'll take a look and see if there's anything that comes to the eye. It's the maiden race. I play an online thoroughbred racing game, so I know a lot of these Japanese sires. And if you follow racing, you probably know most of them. If you follow thoroughbred racing or international thoroughbred racing, you should know most of these as well.
The favorite, Yoshimasa, Satono Regulus.
So a lot of the expats that ride at either Japan or Hong Kong are usually the guys you want to watch on the big. They're kind of, you know, they'll be their top riders. Obviously, if they're traveling, you know, as an expat to ride horses, they're probably pretty good. So, like, Lemaire, I guess, yeah, he's originally from France. And then Damien Land's originally from Australia. So, they're usually some of the top the expats are usually some of the top riders here. But only on turf. If on the dirt races, usually the Japanese jocks are equal to better, generally speaking.
Followed by Mawson Peak, second last Nishino Corleone, and past the 1400 metre mark, Satono Regulus is the last one. In a fairly compact field, rolling in front is Anna Milk, leads out from Lord William. Brand New Way up there punching third, along the inside the favourite in Yashimaru. Then on its outside is Shadow Pirates, wider out Minor Chesato. Then comes Trey Bella, followed by Nung Seas, Shingun Julia. Well back in the run is Trito, Mawson Peak, and there's one pulled out of the race here in Brand New Way. Something has gone on there. Second last Nishino Corleone, and the last one is Satono Regulus.
I'd also like to thank Equibase for giving me such wonderful jockey and trainer sets. Really, and that, they couldn't even bother to like try to find out the sets.
A bit of ground behind them is Minor
Jesus,
Chesato.
man, thanks Equibase. Way to put together a fucking program.
With Minor Seas, going to paint the inside Trey Bella. Mawson Peak has work to do. Well back is Trito with Nishino Corleone, and Satono Regulus pulls out. Well, the favourite Yashimaru has found the front, but not easily. Just has Enna Milk. Nothing really coming on at the moment. Yashimaru and Damien Lane past the 200 are really starting to stretch out here, and will go on and score a comfortable victory and win by 4 lengths. It's going to be a battle for the minors. Along the outside, flashing, Satono Regulus knocks out Enna Milk. Then came Lord William.
Yeah, there's the two, like I mentioned, the expat gaming lane with the win. The 6 made a nice close.
Christophe Lemaire has not got one on the board. Followed back on the inside, Trey Bella. Then came Nung Si.
So 6 to 5 with a 21 to 1. Not bad. Not bad. Let's switch this up to.
And we lost one in the run.
Let's start handicapping Australia B. That's the first race we played, and the first one we hit on the night, which was good. We didn't get out any. We didn't do anything fancy. We didn't get out of the line, and we just, made a little exact bet and got it home. So let's see what we got. We'll use this while we're handicapping here. We're just getting a steady diet of maiden races. This time it's a 2-year-old maiden race. And this 2-year-old maiden race has even less lines to go off of. But like I said, it's a heavy track, so sires and dam sires are going to be really important here. So hopefully I know a little bit, but that's all I know. Just a little bit. All right. Let's see. Scratch 3, 4, and then 7 through 11. Okay. 1, Medallion Oro, Goat Dolphin Horse. Like I say, the U.S. sires are usually good on the heavy. All right. $5 and $6. 5 horse, $320,000 purchase. Like Australian like yearling sales and stuff, like $320,000. Like it's a nice price. I mean, it's a nice price to pay for a yearling, but I mean, there's like their sales can go like astronomical compared to the U.S. because so much of Australian racing is 2-year-old and 3-year-old based, even more so than the U.S. So like the 2-year-old racing is really lucrative. All right, so we got 6. He actually raced on a heavy track his first start of the year. Had the lead and then lost by 9. Just got swallowed up. And they're betting him he's a favorite. Interesting. I mean, hard to really tell whether it's going to necessarily end up like that. Again, we can look at the. Let me just bring that up. Hunters. We can get a better feel for the odds than the American, than the U.S. based odds here. So we can see that the 6 really isn't being bet. He's 7 to 1. 6 to 1, 7 to 1 on the Australian totes. And then we got the 12, 13, 14. All right, let's look at the 12. $80,000 purchase. New Zealand. Let's see if any of these is anyone taking really notable. The 12 is taking notable action for the first 3. Second in the betting besides the 5. Let's see here. Yeah, 12's taking some money here. 12 and the 5. Interesting. Let's go back to the 5. Yeah, the 5 was expensive. The expensive yearling. So we got the 12 here. It's making a move in the market. So that's noted. 13, no love in his first start. He went off 100 to 1. And looked every bit of 100 to 1. There's no reason to change now from that. All right. The 14, they liked him in his debut. He was 5 to 1. Touted a little bit. We all know how that goes. Trainer's like, oh yeah, he's ready, man. It's a filly. She's ready. She's ready to jump out. And then she just showed nothing. So she's bet. Let's see the real board. No, it's getting floating away. They don't actually like the 14. So again, We got Shamartle. That's a damn sire. 13's our only real toss so far. So it is like the 6 started her first 2. Like I said, 2-year-old racing is very lucrative. So early in the 2-year-old season, back in October, she ran into big stakes races. Didn't make an impression in either of them. Goes for a long layoff with the apprentice on board. Speeds out and then just does a whole bunch of nothing. And then they did. Well, I mean, it was a heavy track, but I mean, it's heavy again. I mean, that's getting beat by a lot after having the lead in a sprint like this. You know, they're all over. They're betting the 5. He's not nearly as much of a figure. I mean, they don't know who to bet here. I think it's worth betting the Go Dolphin horse up top. I do like the rider change from the apprentice to Jai McNeil. Oh man. None of these horses that have race have like any real excuse for the efforts they put in. I'm going to toss a 5 just for value purposes. You know, they thought a bit of the 14. Again, we don't see anything amazing here. So we're just going to play 1 over the 214. Just a little nubby bet. Just nubs. Let's put on the podcast.
So I was marginally in the corner of La Mexicana.
Whoops. Hey.
But again, race conditions on heavy rated going. Some of these haven't been taken off the bridle in their jump outs, so don't really know what to expect from them.
Go back to this.
And they're now starting to assemble well. From the 1100 metres, Akahi about to step up with Gateways. Also, Amy's Pride. There was market interest in Amy's Pride for its debut. She was kept quite safe. $5 chance in an open race, and she didn't live up to market expectations. 10 out to 16, but I thought she could run a better race today. Whistlehoff moving up. And for Bartlett Blinds, the 2-year-old filly's almost right to go. Light flashing, smaller field this time. Racing out of the short course chute. And there's a signal, the gates open, they're away. Thunder Peak jumped pretty well, so did Amy's Pride from a wide gate, but soon after it's La Mexicana going through the middle, and it will show the way. La Mexicana, along with Gateways, is going to join it, then Amy's Pride easing, followed by Latin Affair in 4th. Thunder Peak's now back to 5th, and then comes Whistlehoff and Akahai as the last one as they join up to the course proper. So the leader is on top. La Mexicana for Jamie Carr, leads some 3/4 on Gateways. Amy's Pride 3rd. They start to increase the speed up toward the bend, and Gateways came off the bit early. They'll followed by Latin Affair in 4th, making ground now. Right around the outside, home. Thunder Peak, Whistlehoff and really Akahai as they come into the straight. So La Mexicana travelling well. In second, Gateways has been off the bridle for the last 200 metres, but sticking on. They swing 2 lengths now on Latin Affair. Whistlehoff back on the fence, and then comes Thunder Peak. trying to make ground down the outside. But La Mexicana has put up 3-4 lengths at that stage. Off it goes La Mexicana from Thunder Peak going to second. And then Akahai from the back.
Worth the
but
hype
easy
there.
for
The
La
5
Mexicana
was
in a trot by 2.5 on Thunder Peak. Akahai,
oh,
and then
man,
followed
Market
by
had it
Gateways.
right. Market had
Next
it right.
was Whistle Hoff, and then the last couple, Latin Affair and Amy's Pride.
The Market had it right. They called 5-12 here. Look at that.
Feet again.
Yeah, I think Feet's watching again. No Feet. 5 and 12. That's who they had in the market. Look at that. 3.4 and 4.2. Sometimes the public calls it. All right, let's go back to the split. Let's handicap this A race.
Puts itself not far away. Tiger
Kawoomba.
Power from a wider gate you would think would jump and be positive, but it's not crazy standout speed here. Hurry up, I would think, from that good.
All right. Maiden race again. Lots of maiden races. Sunday in Australia. Sunday must be maiden racing. Maiden racing day. One's finishing the money. We've been close a lot, and that's who they have as a favorite right now, but we can easily look elsewhere. It's who's going to have to come from a tough post. 4 is coming off like a 3-year layoff. That's nice. 3 years. I like that. The judges called the 5 in for the last race. Spit out to the lead, did nothing after sitting in the back and running second the race prior. Interesting. Not a big fan of the 6. Oh, 7 horse, another one, just like the 1, but he gets bad. He's going to be 4 out here. 8 horse. A lot of the horses that just run in the money have terrible posts to deal with. What are you gonna do, 9? You get to 1 hole. You haven't had inside yet. 4 here. Going a mile. No speed though. 10. We throw out that soft track effort by the 10. 11's too slow. 12's too slow. 13. Getting some action in the betting. I'm not a fan. We're too late to get a bet in though. I think the 9 or 10 can win this. Time to puke.
1300. Moss Fair best backed in 5, racing now. Now third last runner to leave the gates, Moss Fair. A batting stayed in the barriers. It's conspicuous last, and when they hit top gear after the first 200 or 300 metres, Tiger Power up on the outside, wants in on the action, draws a half length in advance over Lovers All Around, and eventually works 2 in front. Harry Up will land third, followed by Ranger's Rule to 4th, and Miss Margs's 5th, and close. Followed then by another half a length away to Empire Day, came towards its outside with Juxtaposed and also Love Rush about centre field. 2.5 lengths further back to Moss Fair, who's ridden with a whip around the outside, followed then by Tets the Rock. It'll balance up back third to last with Chinese Dynasty back there with it next to last, and batting slow to move back last and 12 lengths off the speed. Below the 550, Tiger Power in front and on the rail, leading out by a head or so over Empire Day, 3 wide around the outside, and Lovers All Around is now back to third and under the pump. Ranger's Rule 4th. Miss Margs slicing through there in the centre with Juxtaposed, and Moss Fair coming right around them as heads are turned down past the 300. Tiger Power in front, still with a kick. Empire Day still there on the outside, 200 to run. Ranger's Rule, Miss Margs down the outside with Moss Fair. Ranger's Rule up on the outside of Tiger Power. Ranger's Rule drives to the lead. Moss Fair late down the outside, but Ranger's Rule defeats Moss Fair. Miss Margs may be third in advance over Tiger Power, and Harry Up just in behind those. Followed then by Love Rush further back in the field there when they pulled up to Test the Rock, and then came Lovers All Around, followed then by Empire Day Well back in the field to juxtaposed batting Chinese Dynasty in 121.52.
That's not too bad. All right, we got Australia stable. Let's see what they got.
7. Runner circling up for race 1, the Samios Horsham Pace, a 46 to 51 rating event, the first of 8. We're 90 seconds off the starting time of 12.54 for race 1. Field of 7 here in the first. Number 2, BKC, going for a $7,000 Vic Red first swim bonus. A field of 7 here in the opener, 2,180 metres.
We got a horse that doesn't
and the
like
Tad fixed odds here for the opener. 1 Collect and Go, 19 down to 950's had support. 2 BKC, 850 down to 8. 3 Philadelphia Freedom, 135 out to 140, an odds on favourite. 4 Crossroader, 550 out to 11. 5 Kempsey's Delight, 16 out to 19. 6 Seeking Thoughts, 10 out to 16.
A lot of money burnt too.
And 7 Sport Dreamer, 16 down to 14. About to come up for the opener.
We learned our lesson after going over 17.
Samios Plumbing Supplies. It is for all your domestic, commercial and civil plumbing needs, including kitchen, bathroom and laundry. And it's Samios again for rainwater management systems, hot water solutions, roofing and safety products. They sponsor this first event. Runners coming up for the opener. Hello, Cassie. Enjoy the rest of your day. Welcome everyone to Stall. It's a Horsham meeting effectively here today. So this is effectively all the sponsors today were supposed to be sponsors on Horsham Cup Day. So this is effectively the closest thing you'll get to Horsham Cup Day this year. Moving up, first event, little bit of wind, but sun is out. And a good program ahead of us. As I say, it's effectively the closest thing you get to Horsham Cup Day this year. Still Harness Racing Club generously giving the Horsham Club the opportunity to recognise all their sponsors who are set to be on board on Horsham Pacing and Trotting Cup Day on April 26. High Gain Sprint Lane, Decron Horse Care back straight, and the Carbine Chemicals Mile Rate all in operation today. The Horsham trainers are Aaron Dunn, Rod Carberry and Justin Lane. They're all got runners throughout the day.
Field.
Runners coming up.
None of these fields
first
are
event.
really good. They're
Thanks,
all
Riley. Good afternoon, everyone.
These are all like
close to the start.
$4,000 to $5,000 races.
First of 8, and they're about to go. Race 1. Pride's Easy Feed Mobile heads to the back. Stand by. Green lights on. Arms retract. They're off and racing. And from down on the inside, Collect and Go was away very well and holds out BKC in the early stages by 3 metres. Philadelphia Freedom, the favourite, just easing in behind them third. On the inside, Crossroader gets up on the pegs. They're followed by Kempsey's Delight settling down on the markers, followed by Seeking Thoughts and Sport Dreamer. Around the home turn, about 15 metres from first to last as they swing into the straight, and Collect and Go has the lead by 4 metres. BKC is dropped in behind to be behind the leader second, and Philadelphia Freedom moves up on the outside now. So Philadelphia Freedom getting a little bit closer to Collect and Go as they come past us with 2 laps to go, but Collect and Go holds the lead by 2 metres. Philadelphia Freedom the outside second, BKC the pegs third, and Seeking Thoughts in the 1x1. Crossroader 3 back down on the inside, Sport Dreamer 3 back on the outer, and Kempsey's Delight 4 back the pegs. Lead time was in 43.9 as they head into the Decron Horse Care back straight inside the lap and 3/4. And the front runner is Collect and Go. On a tight rein, completes 1 round, leads by 3 metres. Philadelphia Freedom on the outside is second. Behind the leader, third, BKC. And we'll await that run on the High Gain Sprint Lane as they head to the last lap and a half. 1 out, 1 back was Seeking Thoughts. 2 metres Crossroader, 3 back the inside, 3 back the outside Sport Dreamer, and Kempsey's Delight 4 back the pegs, 12 metres off the lead. Off the back, a lap and a quarter left to go in the opener. The first quarter in 32.8. Into the straight, just under 1,000 to go. And Collect and Go's been on a bit of a tight rein throughout. Leads by about 2 metres still to Philadelphia Freedom on the outside second, the odds-on chance. BKC the pegs third, Seeking Thoughts 1-1 as they get the bell lap to go. Crossroader 3 back the pegs, no change to the order. Then Sport Dreamer and Kempsey's Delight last. Out of the straight, 700 metres from home, the second quarter in 30.6. And down the far side, the front runner is still Collect and Go by 2.5 metres. From the odds-on favourite, Philadelphia Freedom, $1.20 he closed on the total, $1.40 fixed odds. And he gets within a neck now of Collect and Go, who still just has the lead, but Philadelphia Freedom, the outside's right there, ready to strike. BKC, the pegs third, as they race inside the 400 from Seeking Thoughts 1-1 off the back. Only 31 seconds that third quarter. Philadelphia Freedom gets a metre now on Collect and Go. To the outside, Seeking Thought still travels from BKC. Sport Dreamer winding up. Very wide, though. In the centre, Crossroader. Kempsey's Delight, nowhere to go. Philadelphia Freedom a metre in front. Here's Seeking Thoughts running a big race. Seeking Thoughts goes to Philadelphia Freedom. Let's go straight past it. Seeking Thoughts raced away. Seeking Thoughts is going to kill them. Seeking Thoughts raced away. Put 15 metres on Philadelphia Freedom in the last 100. Seeking Thoughts eased down by Tim McLean. Beat Philadelphia Freedom. Crossroader a metre away third. Kempsey's Delight late on the pegs for fourth. From BKC, Sport Dreamer and Collect and Go. 28.7 was the final quarter, and the mile rate was 23.4.
Maybe he likes this track. He did the same thing.
Seeking Thoughts. Tim McLean, $27.10 the win, $5.90 the place.
He from 10th on the turn to win
Aaron Dunn, $1.04
at 25 to 1.
Crossroader, Grant Campbell, no dividend. Seeking
didn't have to come from that far back.
An 8-year-old by Ponder out of Francisco Rose. Raced by Jay McLean, M. Hunger, Tim McLean driver, Jeff McLean trainer, win 4 at start 35. From Philadelphia Freedom by Art Major out of Pudding on the Glitz, Aaron Dunn, trainer driver, and Crossroader by Roll with Joe out of Muckenbar Lady, Grant Campbell for Justin Lane. 6-3, 4-5, race 1, 6-3.
Third, one of Darley's horses, it won 200,000 prize money. It goes good too. Yeah, no, she trialled really strong, yeah.
You've got Tadema in race number 3. This also showed a little bit in previous preps.
Yeah, a bit disappointing last start. We changed a bit of gear on her, put a tongue tie and a crossover noseband. I think she was sort of choked down that race.
What do we got?
Of the other 2 horses you got going around today, can you split them? Is there
Wellington.
I thought this would be the best chance if it had drawn a gate.
2C, 4.5, another maiden race.
Best of luck, Terry. Thank you.
Terry Croft joining us here.
We're probably not going to get
a
bet in
around
here,
today, so we've just heard
we'll take a
one
good,
of which
we'll take
is
a good glance
12
at here,
Testers
see if
Flower,
there's
which
anything
currently
crazy.
sits on the 4th line of betting there at $8.50. My numbers here, 3, 6, 12 and 10, putting Cloud Factory on top. A newcomer here to the Stephen Edwards yard. Matthew Carl to do the steering. The recent trial was pretty good. Tenango has obviously got some ability. Tesla's Flower just needs luck from an awkward draw, and Chrissy Christina will benefit from that first up run at Narromine. So 3, 6, 12 and 10. Looks like we've only got 1 or 2 runners left to load here for this second event at Wellington. Here's Cole.
Anyway, they're all in the barrier stall. Stand by. A 9-year-old on the inside, Opera Dude. Veteran of only 6 starts, 3 placings, but he's got a lot of pace. Red lights on, stand by.
Hey, there's no reason for the
Racing Opera Dude jumped away nicely. Cloud Factory was beaten for early pace. Borrowed Time and Tenango. They going up quickly with Big Talk. Cloud Factory is going to settle on the fence, followed a couple of lengths back by Dot the Eye. Chrissy Christina is back along the fence, and Tester Flower. Are You Certain and Smart Idea was last as they start the sprint down the hill, and Opera Dude leads Tenango by half a length. Borrowed Time third, then Cloud Factory. Go Charlie, go Big Talk out deep. Chrissy Christina the rail. In the centre was Dot the Eye, then Are You Certain, followed by Tester Flower and Smart Idea is last. Opera Dude tackle on, headed off now by Tenango. Borrowed Time out wide. Cloud Factory's in the clear and it's running home well. Big Talk out wide. Cloud Factory went up to Tenango. Chrissy Christina from a long way back is running home, but Cloud Factory races away. Beat Tenango about a neck away third. Chrissy Christina, Big Talk fourth. Are You Certain came home well down the outside. Followed in by
I would have been 12 a little bit. Good thing to lay off there. Good thing to lay off there.
Idea, Opera Dude, and Borrowed Time. First start in this area after.
See if we can come up with something there. We couldn't come. We didn't catch that 6 at Stale, so see if we can get something here. Just for reference, what it come in last race. So yeah, the 5 led all the way. 5 led all the way. That last one. Oh man. Alright, the 1. 2 out of 16 races. Didn't look like anything. Didn't show anything in either of those. 2 ran second. Last out. This guy has a first, a second, and a third on this horse in 3 starts. In 4 starts, I should say. And probably throw out that start, whereas off the layoff. It's close races though. Barely won, barely lost. And so they put margins in meters into this Australian program. It gets it's a little wonky, but you can kind of get the gist of the results and who did what and that sort of thing. Usually the comment will kind of tell you their racing style. Interesting here. This guy, J.D. Turnbull. He's ridden this horse a couple times already. Not at this track. Hasn't done much. He did run third. He did run third back here. It was some sort of weird $1,000 race. Hasn't shown up. This is a really good trial race, but the horse hasn't shown anything great in actual races. 5 has been right there. If you like fourth place checks, here we go. That's you see some really bad records in Australia harness racing. No firsts, no seconds, and 29 starts. Horse has no problem running third or fourth though. Let's see the 6 here. He ran second here. He's a little far back. Again, another one that's trialed well and then gets to the races and hasn't shown much. The price is right there. Price is right. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this setting. Doesn't look like he'll be in it. 8. Post is just going to be too difficult to overcome here. Maybe a really outside chance for a second or third. I mean, this trainer obviously with these percentages doesn't bring bad ones to the track too often. Although this horse was second last against a good chunk of these in this group last race. So we'll keep them in the thoughts. 9. Starting from second tier. Not much to look at. Does have a win here, and that's better than what most of these can say. 10. This guy just doesn't look like he's interested in getting involved in actually winning. So what are we seeing here? So 2 showed speed 2 races back, and then from the 6 hole was taken back a bit. Part of me is really interested in getting this 8 home. I can't pull the trigger. I like something, you do this for a long time. Sometimes you just get those gut feelings, and for some reason the 8
And the green light's on, and they're off and racing. Bravo Bay from the inside. Away okay.
Can't pull the trigger.
Good, the favourite. Left fast, presses on and will run to the lead going into the first turn. Back in behind them, Lucky Cruise broke into that first bend. So it's Feeling All Good, who leads settling down from Alibi, who came across into second placing. Bravo Bay is third, and fourth the outside is Sporty. They're followed by Comedy Castle. She was able to drop onto the peg, so she's three back the inside, and then Pale Face Joe. Lucky Cruise didn't lose too much ground, just a positional on the pegs. He's four back the inside. From David's Hope, then Bradner's Shot, and going back, Alphazina is at the end 5 metres away. So down the straight past the 1,200 metres, 8.6 the lead time, and Feeling All Good paced the first quarter in 31.4, and she leads by 3 metres to Alibi. Third, Brava Bay. It's getting a nice run on the back of the favourite, and fourth is Sporty the outside. They're followed by Comedy Castle, three back the inside as they turn out of the straight, 900 metres left to run. Next came Pale Face Joe, the inside Lucky Cruise. From third last David Soap, second last Bradner's Shot, and whipping them in is Alphazina. They head past the 800 metres, no excuse, Feeling All Good. Has had it pretty soft, the leader. 31.2 the second quarter, 62.6 the half. Down the back straight, Feeling All Good. Leads 3 metres to Alibi. Third is Brava Bay. Sporty poised in fourth, no moves as yet. Then Comedy Castle on the pegs. From Pale Face Joe, then Lucky Cruise. David's Hope yet to go. Second last Bradner's Shot, and last is Alphazina coming off the back. They've still yet to really quicken. Feeling All Good heads past the 400, leads by a metre. Alibi's going up to throw out a bit of a challenge. Sporty peels 3 wide. In fourth is Brava Bay. They're followed by Comedy Castle. Next came Pale Face Joe. And to the outside is Alphazina. 29.4 the third quarter. They wheel for home. It's Feeling All Good. 1.5 metres in front of Alibi. Brava Bay getting up on the inside. Wider is Sporty and Alphazina getting
making
home.
an absolute major mess of this race.
Alphazina's flying with Sporty out wide. Alphazina's come from last over the top of them. Gets up to win. Alphazina's won it. Seconds close. Feeling All Good are on the outside. Sporty, who's put in a dive. Alibi close up with Brava Bay and Pale Face Joe. Then David's Hope. Next came back out on the inside, Comedy Castle from Lucky Cruise. And it was one of the last home here. And we'll get a last quarter through shortly. And Bradner's Shot back at the tail of the field. Number 6. Alphazina right out wide. Tony Higgs went back at the start. Wasn't suited by the pretty slow tempo in the middle stages. Makes the move at the 450, sweeps right around them, and has done a darn good job to finish over the top of them and get up to win. Number 6, Alphazina. Number 6 first will beat number 4, Sporty, who will grab second. So 6 from 4. Third in will be number 2, Feeling All Good. No excuse at all for the favourite. She was able to lead, dictate the race, but she just couldn't shake them off. 6, 4, 2. And fourth is 5, Alibi. 6, 4, 2 and 5 here. 6, 4, 2 and 5 confirmed. 2:10.2 the overall time. Mile 21.1. It was 8.6 the lead time, then 31.4, 31.2, 29.4 home in 29.6. And it's a neck.
6 was definitely playable there. Hard to predict. It's hard to take the 6 if you're. I wouldn't have taken the 6 at any point in that race until he crossed the wire. I had 8. 8 had every. 8 was third over, and I mean he had to chance. He made the risk of just kind of running up behind into a blind switch, which isn't nearly as bad at Australia than it is in U.S. racing, but to his terrible, like the like nightmare for him. The first over horse was the favorite on the lead, wasn't moving forward. The first over horse was kind of hanging also, and it was he had nowhere to go. Every slot was taken. All right, so let's go to B. So far, we haven't seen any. Well, it's hard to really commit to these like maiden races where there's 2 lines. Like on cue, hey, it's hard to bet these 2-year-old these maiden races when there's like 2 lines, and then we go to here. All right, it's this time instead of a 2-year-old maiden, it's a 3-year-old maiden race. So we'll see what we can do here. All right, the 1. It's we're at Ballarat again, so it's heavy. All right, nice effort. Pretty far back to the leader, but it's a very nice effort. Good. What we got with the 3? That's 1 heavy, one race on a heavy track. Wasn't very good. Doesn't have heavy breeding. Probably look elsewhere. 4 hasn't raced since December. Breeding's really neither here nor there for a heavy track. These races are okay. Last race was at the Metro at Caulfield. Yeah, those races are definitely competitive. Gabe O'Brien and Billy Egan have been on absolute fire in the past week, so it's definitely worth a look. Again, not a big fan of a 5-month layoff, though, especially not with like 4, not 6 to 5 odds. Now, let's see. Ballarat, really betting. 4 and 7 look even up, but they're not going crazy on either of them. All right, it's a 6. Now we have a 7-month layoff. Didn't do much. This race is probably way too short. 4 outside post has the apprentice on board. Not a fan. All right, here we go. We got 7 out of a Stravinsky mare. Irish sire. Second race off the shelf. That's good form. It's good form. So no bad post is going to be a little tough. Has never had to deal with that. Definitely one to consider. I'm not too sold on a winning opportunity, but definitely one to stay in there in the exotics. 8, first time starter. Are they betting? Let's check. 8, no, we're not backing. 9, 100 to 1, first time out, finished last. 10. All right, New Zealand, so you think. Another 6-month layoff. Last time off a long layoff. You know, horse has put in some good efforts. Just kind of runs with the pack. Look, every time the horse has been on the inside, it could break well, finish in the money, but gets kind of it gets exponentially bad when the horse has to run outside of horses. We'll pass. They like a bit, but that looks like a pretty easy pass. Nothing to go on the 11. 12. Jeez. I mean, the 12 had just nothing go right in that first race, but Public and Liker trainer bats 4%. Breeding doesn't say anything about heavy form, so we'll pass there. 13. Nada. 14 expression to 15. That's a couple heavy. Definitely has racing fitness. Horse has 4 races in the month of April, none of which were any good. Not not today. Not today. So let's go back to this. Let's go back to the 1. Oh, excuse me. Oh, 1 had a nice race. Looks okay. 3's kind of hard to like here. Has had post advantages. Hasn't done anything with them. 4 is competitive, save for that layoff. The 7's definitely playable. And doesn't look like there's anyone in here that can really. The 10, I mean, even though it's interesting. Let's see what they're saying on the commentary. So we're gonna bet the 4. We're gonna bet him on top and then throw him out. 4 to 1-7, 4-1-7, 10. It's pretty chalky. Let's play a 20-cent super with the 4 just completely out of it.
At the start, they'll come up shortly.
So the 4 looks.
So they're just parading around at the start, and
4 looks pretty good if he just comes
off. The first one moves in. Buttercup Baby inside gates. Resuming for a new trader, Danny O'Brien now with Buttercup Baby. In form stable, form rider, and Billy Egan takes the right.
What he probably should be getting.
Baylor in goes in. Mark, thank you. Yes, they're moving up. And good little race. Tycoon backs, well related. Galloper makes her debut.
Kind of getting over on the field would be tough, but the horse is definitely talented.
Of course, out of the same mare that's produced the Speedy Super Cash, Super Tycoon, a 7-time winner as well. Full sister to those.
Let me try something a little different. There's one more.
Nuclear Miss has moved up. Versada goes into the gates. Here's So You Beauty with some market interest in $1.50. So You Beauty to $4.60. Miss Hayworth has to overcome a wide gate, but had plenty of speed. Had sails first up over 1,000 and was run down late. Expected to push forward from that alley. Buttercup Baby draw on the inside, so both on the market.
We'll play for 60 cents.
And they're
7 with the 1 with bombs.
The extremities. So getting pretty close. Lights on. Third race. Miss Hayworth has moved in.
Let's switch the scene here.
Buttercup Baby inside barrier. Started just waits, button in hand.
Slow going so far, but we like this one a little bit. Especially if the 4 runs out. If it runs 7-1 and some bomb we have, we really like that.
Getting pretty close, I'd say. In fact, now they're off. And Miss Hayworth jumped well with extreme heat from wide gates. Buttercup Baby taking a sit about midfield on the running rail from the inside alley. But Miss Hayworth is cruising across. And leads from extreme heat. Run for Your Life emerging. Galliano Miss up there in form.
I mean, he's going to be able to kind of run up because his field's so bad.
Bold Abbey and Tycoon Bucks together both in green colours. Then comes Baylor in
this field.
And then Buttercup Baby back on the running rail. Very deep Versada. And then the So You Beauty who's running third last, followed by Nuclear Miss and a length and a half last.
Really got to cut the corner here.
Up towards the home corner.
Oh, I guess 7-1 was one of our bombs.
Miss Hayworth makes play on the running rail. Leads by a half length. Extreme heat taken off the bridle. well. They start to turn. Baylor in deeper coming into it, and Buttercup Baby
is
cruising now up to the leaders back now into second, only a length off Miss Hayworth, who's clicked up now. So Miss Hayworth leads a length on Buttercup Baby.
Oh my goodness, force flats on the boards.
The leader's still travelling, and it's Miss Hayworth with 2 lengths now on Buttercup Baby, 2.5. Into third, Baylor in, and then So You Beauty, and down the outside is Tycoon Bucks, but all the way Miss Hayworth did it nicely, 2 lengths. Second, Buttercup Baby, and then coming through So You Beauty third from Bold Abbey, Tycoon Bucks and Baylor in, and then came Nuclear Mess followed by Zar Good, Versada, and Extreme Heat towards the end of the field.
Tough to bet a horse coming off a layoff like that in the second. You're really going to think
beaten was
he's
right
going to be
just
really good first up or just not, and he got about as perfect a trip as he could possibly happen. No one closed off the rail for him. And he leaves 10th, and nobody closes the rail. Nobody. And they just let him just circle, just scrape paint. Yeah. I mean, I would have loved to see him just kind of get clogged up, but it wouldn't have mattered. The one was really flat.
After getting out to $4, $4.60 for Coach.
See, we'll jump into A, see if it stands out really quick for us. One, his good track form is iffy. His general form is iffy. He's 2 for 18 with no places. Not a fan of the 2. 3 horse, coming off a layoff. 4, no. 5, I don't think so. They're betting on 6, 7. It's coming out of a 3-year-old open race. Wow. This is fast. That's a fast 6 furlongs. In a mile, in a mile ago. What's being awkwardly and over-raced, okay. And can she keep the horse calm down a little bit? Can we settle? Can the 7 settle? Settle down and this field looks miserable outside. All right, we're gonna try to snag the 7 here. Go 5 to a winning place on the 7.
Said race, so really looking forward to that open race coming up as race 9. Just while we think of it, the June race dates here for Clifford Park, Friday the 5th, Sunday the 14th, and Friday the 26th. Okay, last few to get set.
Of course,
so we're running with the favourite of Genoa, $3.30, $4.60 horse 1 Coach.
And just settle.
Now Katarina Hebe Right mate to come forward, $5 horse 9, which is Audio Bay.
And yeah, I'm betting a maiden against.
Now the starter is Mr. Damien Hodson. He's around to the front. He's just waiting on these last couple to get set. Hebe Right mate and Katarina. Now Grazie Bond, C Electric Elise and My Boy Misky all stand up well with Audio Bay, Chief Command, Pexbury Avenue. And Coach is standing up well in close with Bolton Desire. Genoa from the inside. Hebe Right mate goes forward. Katarina to come in. 16.25 is the trip for race 5. Now Katarina just walking up. Okay. Now we're right. Favourites from the inside. They're off. Now Genoa pinged the lids from the inside gate. Audio Bay's ridden forward and also Bonseed nicely away, and Coach lands about 3rd or 4th with Hebe Right mate who's circling very deep. Bolton Desire shuffle back to centre field defence. Clear over Chief Command. Grazie on the outside with Pexbury Avenue back 4th to last. Two further back to My Boy Mishki with Electric Elise now shading it one off the fence, and Katarina is back last of all and travelling 12 lengths off the pace setters. So 1150 metres from the judge. Audio Bay's the pilot, bowling them along, wanting to reef and pull, leading out by a half length or so, the Hebe Right Mate. Followed then by Genoa with the run of the race. Camp Thurtle on the leader's back, and Bonsey poised
So
fourth on the
outside
in trotting terms. One out, one back.
In the back
Coach's
of the
fifth. Kemp to the outside of Bold Desire. 6 centre field. Two further back to Grazi. 3 wide on the outside of Chief Command. 1 off the fence and a neck away Pexbury Avenue. 2 further back to Electric Elise with My Boy Mishki the inside of it, and another couple. 2 Katarina back last of all. 600 to go. 8 lengths off the front runners. So they're commencing the move towards the home turn. Audio Bay and also Hebe Right Mate go shoulder to shoulder, toe to toe.
I mean, this should set up for
third on the outside of Genoa, fourth along the fence, now popping into the clear, at least one off. Grazi fifth the outside, followed by Electric Elise, and then came Coach and Bolden Desire. Hebe Right Mate, 300 metres from the judge, went for the doctor, raced away by a half, now 3 parts, now a length or so in advance over Audio Bay. Then came Genoa, Electric Elise is scorching home down the outside. Hebe Right Mate in front, Electric Elise a half length away is the line. Electric Elise defeats home Hebe Right Mate and Genoa. Photo for fourth between Audio Bay and Coach, followed then by Bonsey and Pexbury Avenue, Chief Command and Bolden Desire, Katarina, My Boy Mitchie and Grazi last runner in 1:41.89.
No reason to be betting that terrible rider with a terrible
Electric
effort.
Elise gets the money here. What a race that was, wasn't it? Hey, what a race. Wow. Electric Elise gets the money here. Got it.
And when you have a field that terrible, usually you just need a better rider just so you can get in good position. And of course, who's the top rider in that race? Michael Cahill. What's he do? Goes right over the top. And the field was terrible. All right, let's see what we got here. Go to the Oz stable.
Logan owns Morrison's Dream here. Moving up, race 2. They shape up. 3-year-olds in competition. Up they come. Yeah, Mark, nice little 3-year-old race this actually. Kowalski Analysis is a good horse. Good run first up. Winner on Terrain Cup Night 2 back. Morrison's Dream flew home for second. Another few strides would have won, and the winner of that race was a good horse last start in the week at Terrain. They're the main two. Blue Vein Fitch has been going well. Set to go. Race 2. Stand by. 3-year-olds in action. False start. False start here. Red lights come up. Yeah, pretty hard to tell what's happened from my angle, but we've got a false start. And obviously the reason will come through very shortly. And the reason sounds like the 6 Kowalski Analysis galloped and there might have been a bit of interference caused. Slight delay, race 2. Now they're going to follow the gate round here. Following the gate around. Staying in their positions. And they're about 200 metres off the start. So the Pride's Easy Feed Mobile rolls onto the far side again.
It is pretty funny watching the Australian harness
260
racing,
just got out of
you get
it.
to see all the bad horses
Dream,
with
440
those,
Blue Vein Fit. Set to
with
start.
those names you're so used to seeing from the imports, the Lombos
Green light
and the Francos.
is on, racing Max Actories at the start. So was Morrison's Dream. Kowalski Analysis one from the outside, flew out. Got 2 metres in front. Blue Vein Fits
like you see all of them.
Almost got the feet there, but Kowalski Analysis just
all
enough
of them
to
and
cross.
they're kind of,
That's the favourite in front, 4 metres.
low
Blue
class,
Vein Fits behind second.
glory
12 away,
in
the
these
Sports
races,
Star
but it's just
third.
funny seeing that.
She'll want to know the outside fourth.
You know, I guess
Just Be
it's
Yourself,
like,
4 back the Pigs, 1-1 Max Actor,
like,
and just under 10
seeing
metres to
Hanover
Morrison's
horses
Dream.
or whatever.
25 first to last,
If
1,700
you
to
were in
go,
Australia
and it's
you were
Kowalski
betting,
Analysis,
like
the favourite in
US.
front. Leads by 4 metres. Behind second is Blue Vein Fitz as they've gone into single file now. The Sports Star third, and Just Be Yourself, a debutante, daughter of Sports Rider with Matt Craven, runs fourth. And then She'll Want to Know in fifth place. Second last is Max Actor, and Morrison's Dream last of all. Lead time 43.3. So now the favourite gets it all his own way at the present moment. Kowalski Analysis heads to the far side, completes a circuit, leads by 4 metres. That's not a fast tempo, hence why Michael Melvin's off on She'll Want to Know. Hooks out from the back of the field, leads up the one wide line, charges up to get within 3 metres of the leader. Is now in the death chair though. Blue Vein Fitz behind the leader. Will await that run on the high gauge sprint lanes. They head to the lap and a half off the Deck Ride Horse Care back straight. Morrison's Dream's now going to cut up into at 1-1.
So
the Sports Star,
like,
3 back on the
you'll see
markers.
horses
Max
just
Actor,
like
3 back on the
just
running
throwing
line.
their head,
And Just
flashing
Be
their head
Yourself
like
is bottled away.
insanely.
4 back on the peg line. First quarter was only 33.8. So you can see why
you can see the
they wanted to
leader,
make
his
some
head
moves
is,
from the back.
his head is
She
like
Want
on
to
his
Know
chest.
that leads up the one wide line on the outside of Kowalski Analysis, who still leads a metre the favourite. Kowalski Analysis in front. From on the outside, She Will Want to Know second, the Peg's third. Was Blue Vein Fitz past the bell, 800 metres to go. Morrison's Dream 1-1, that second quarter quickened up to 30.9. The Sports Star, 3 back the Pegs. Max Actor goes okay, 3 back the outside, 12 off the lead. Just Be Yourself last down the back, 700 to go. And it's Kowalski Analysis, head low to the ground. Level with it the outside, She'll Want to Know. 3 metres on the inside in third place, awaiting that run on the sprint lane. Blue Vein Fitz, 1 by 1, was Morrison's Dream. 3 back the inside, the Sports Star. 3 back the outer, Max Actor, and then came Just Be Yourself, half lap to run at the 400. 29.8 was that third quarter. On the inside, Kowalski Analysis still leads a half head. She'll Want to Know. Here's Morrison's Dream to the outside, 3 metres away. Then Blue Vein Fitz into the straight at the 200 metres. Kowalski Analysis still travels well. On the outside, She'll Want to Know. Morrison's Dream out wider. Kowalski Analysis is doing it well. Still leads 2 metres. Morrison's Dream trying to dive bomb late. Kowalski Analysis does it up with a bit left. Kowalski Analysis 2 metres. Morrison's Dream. 5 metres. She'll Want to Know third. And Max Actor late for fourth from Blue Vein Fitz. Just Be Yourself, the Sports Star. 27.9 to the dash to the line for the 5.
Got a little steppy right in the here. He's looking good, and then he starts to hiccup right. Is it right there? Oh, just kind of like whoops. Make your heart skip a beat. Would make your heart skip a beat there. All right, let's go to Australia C.
There, Adrian, for a moment or two. This gave the farrier Andrew Warren from down Wagga Wagga Way his first winner as a trainer. A couple of starts back, won at the Wagga Wagga non-tab meeting. Now, I think the starter is... Yes, which horse? Storm Force and 1:35, the late scratching time. Please take note. Late scratching here, 1:35 Storm Force, taken out at the barriers. So Storm Force, I'll just write that down and hope they don't let them go. 1:35 p.m. Late scratching Storm Force, number 2 here, is out at the barriers, Storm Force. Now I'll get the binocs back on them and see whether they're ready to go. There's another one still playing up there. I think it could be Versifier. They haven't got it in yet, but Storm Force, number 2, late scratching at the barrier. So the opening events here, both over 900 metres. The first was won by Cotton on George.
4 looks good. The 5 looks like he
Matthew
has an
Carl and
outside
Cloud
chance
Factory.
here.
Matthew Carl won the second.
Yeah, I'm just going to box the 4-5 and then play a small triple with the 4 on
Now,
top.
Versifier, still working on Versifier. They raced at Cobar yesterday out west. They had, of course, no crowd, but because of the restrictions, but good meeting. Austin won the cup. Ridden by Wendy Peel for Rodney Robb. an England trainer.
So I just played the 4.
Led all the way, Austin.
With that, so I just played 4, 5 box detective, then 4 to 5-10 with the 1 5-10.
Queensland, and Rodney took him up there. He's won a Combo Picnic Cup.
Late action.
Won the
late
Picnic Championship
race after
at Dabo. Austin, he won the Cobo Cup yesterday.
Like the top veteran rider.
They're still working
Greg
on this
Ryan
one. Versify Storm Force. Here's the late scratching for those who've just joined in. Number 2 Storm Force. And they're still working on Versifier. Fonda on the inside. Chevron Prince.
We'll move this over real
it could be
quick.
hard
5
to beat, but
second race
900. He's going to get back a bit, I think, for near the inside.
He laid off on the first race off. They always have provincial track.
Probably
didn't do anything too much
with
the apprentice on. But these races
Giada won
to end the year last year
took a fair while to work to get past Skylar in the straight.
Definitely worth a chance.
Disgraced itself by missing the start badly when favoured here in the first today.
We're
now the starter Sam Fitzgerald is coming around the front, and they're about to get underway finally here in race 2 with number 2 Storm Force being the late scratching. Stand by. A few of the good chances are drawn wide here. All set. Red lights on. Racing now. Fonderell Testane jumped away fairly well. Sisters Esteem will settle about 5th. Chevron Princess straight up behind the leaders, and Versifier. It's gone very fast to take the lead, and Versifier kicked away and led by a length and 3/4 now to Fonda. El Testane was 3rd, followed then by MGM Twice the Value. Is around the outside of Chevron Prince, then came
4 broke there, and he just blasted up the rail.
Forgiato, a good break
it's
back
crazy.
to Dodema as they race down the side of the course. And dropping out the last now was Boom Shake the Room. Up around the home turn, and Versifier leads from Fonda the outside. MGM is just in behind them. A couple back to Chevron Prince, who's out in the centre and running home well now. It is Fonda. Here's Chevron Prince joining in quickly. MGM, Chevron Prince and MGM. Chevron Prince drawing to the lead, and Chevron Prince beat MGM. Forgiato home well for 3rd. Fonda 4th, just in front of Boom Shake the Room. By gee, that was a run coming from last. Sisters Esteem was next in. Twice the Way was out wide. Followed in there by Simca. Then came Versifier, who showed a lot of pace. El Testane was behind them. Oh, there's one pulled up very, very quickly here, and that's Tadema. And the late scratching at the barrier was number 2 Storm Force. Righto, good win here by Chevron Prince, and ridden very, very well by apprentice Ronald Simpson, who only recently came back riding after being out of the game for a couple of years. Firstly, caused by a bad racing accident, but Chevron Prince, Ron Simpson, $3.80 and $1.40.
Oh man, that was a good ride because the 4 rode really well, and then the 11 rode even better because the 11 was riding the 4. Tagged along. It's a really good effort. Really good effort.
Yeah, fixed odds favourite too,
Our profits from that first race are starting to dwindle.
Today, and she's the clear
that's okay. You know, we haven't gone.
Now
we haven't gone hard on any of these races. We've been at it for like an hour and a half, picking and choosing our spots. Let's see what they got here. Let's see what they got here at Bathurst. Oh yeah, the 6 came ripping from like last on a slow pace. No excuses last time.
Hello, Matt speaking.
Maybe the front end's not terribly good today. Maybe make some money on some closing.
So runners at the start here for the running of race number 4. Just to note, number 5, Holy Cam Paxton is about to undergo a vet's examination. That's number 5, Holy Cam Paxton, undergoing a vet's examination here.
the 9's last race is really good for this bunch.
For race number 4. There's just a slight hold up. Number 5, Holy Cam Paxton, is undergoing a vet's examination here. Number 5, Holy Cam Paxton, undergoing a vet's examination. We'll get word through on whether she's going to be able to take her place very shortly. That's number 5, Holy Camp Paxton, undergoing a vet's examination. Favourite for the race is number 9, Misdemeanor. She's been racing really well, a winner of 2 of 7. She's a promising filly. Concern for me was that inside back row draw and where she gets to in the run. She's probably going to end up either buried on the pegs or a fair way back. But with luck in the race, she's certainly a really good winning chance. $1.95 for her. Win from $2.30. Voodoo Lou, who resumes today, showing talent in her 3 starts. 3.10, got to $2.50, is now back to $2.80. Holy Cam Paxton has been passed, fit to start. $6 for her. She's been $6.50 into 5, now $6 Holy Cam Paxton. So runners are moving up. Holy Cam Paxton underwent that vet's examination and passed fit to start. And they're scoring up now race number 4. Favourite Misdemeanor, $2, $2.90 Voodoo Lou, $6.50 Holy Cam Paxton, and some late money Akuma, 16 to 13, and Alan Shannon, 34 to $18.
See if we can get this. This 10 looks pretty good.
So the mobile enters the back, 17:30 the distance. Those on the back row, Misdemeanor and Akuma. A little slow getting into their places, but they fill it in time. Green lights on, away they go. Beginning fast wide out here is Voodoo Lou. She's accelerating fast to the first turn. She'll come across and lead into the first bend. Hasn't fully got across. Carter Greek is pushing through and she galloped Voodoo Lou. She jumped off stride. So she's going back through the field and Carter Greek has been able to find the lead in front of Baby Be Mine and Alan Shannon working forward up without cover. There followed Lobbing 1, Akuma. 3 back the inside, Misdemeanor. Skedaddle Shannon in the running line, 3 back. There followed then by Aliano. Next came Rusty McCool, 5 metres away, Holy Camp Paxton. And Voodoo Lou, who was almost going to lead, but she bubbled into the first turn. She's now last going up on the inside. So the lead time here was 8.1 in the first quarter in 30.4. And it's Carter Greek who leads.
In absolutely horrible position.
In third placing,
third on the pegs. What's he going to do?
A nice run. It's 1 out, 1 back. 3 back the inside is Misdemeanor.
Actually, he'll probably go deep in the passing lane.
Skedaddle Shannon. 4 back the inside is Aliano. They're followed by Rusty McCool, third last outside Voodoo Lou, and 5 metres away is Holy Camp Paxton. Into the back. They've got 700 metres left to travel, and it's Carter Greeka. It leads into the back. 32.8 the second quarter. She's 4 metres clear. Second, Alan Shannon. Third, Baby Be Mine on the back of the speed, and Akuma fourth. They've followed Misdemeanor, fit buried away on the pegs. Next came the outside Skedaddle Shannon from Aliano. Well back Rusty McCool and then Voodoo Lou and Holy Camp Paxton. Coming off the back straight now and in front and held together is Carter Greeka leading by 1.5 metres. The outside about to be worked on Alan Shannon. Baby Be Mine third. Akuma's about to peel out. Misdemeanor's buried on the inside and they're followed right around them starting to put in a run to the home turn. Rusty McCool. Third quarter, 29.2. Carter Greeka turn for home, led 4 metres on Baby Be Mine. Misdemeanor's trying to thread through and wide out, charging home Rusty McCool. Rusty McCool turned loose from the back of the field, dashed to the front and comes away. Rusty McCool beat Carter Greeka. Third, Baby Be Mine. And fourth will be Misdemeanor, I'd say, who never got a crack at them at all. Next came Akuma. They're followed in then by Skedaddle Shannon. Next over came Voodoo Lou back in behind them, who's run a pretty good race after the poor start. Holy Camp Paxton well back.
Look
it
at
was
these
one of the last home and last in
It's a turnbull triple.
Number 8, Rusty McCool, circles them from last. Right out wide and scores a very nice win here. Number 8, Rusty McCool. Number 8 first, Rusty McCool will beat 2 Carter Greeka. So it'll be 8 from 2. Third in 1, Baby Be Mine. So it's going to be 8-2-1, and fourth it'll be 9, Misdemeanor, who never got a crack at them at all. Wouldn't have beaten the winner because it had all the momentum, but probably should have nearly run second there, Misdemeanor. 8-2-1 and 9 confirmed. 8-2-1 and 9 official here. 8-2-1-9. 2:09.3 is the overall time. 2 minutes
brutalized there.
Is the
mile
rate.
No chance. No hope of that.
Joins us, Mitch. 3 nice chances.
All right. Australia D is starting. Australia D. 5 is scratched. Going a mile and an eighth. Okay. Man, the one is a veteran campaigner. Oh, just not. I don't know, just probably fits with this bunch, but it's hard to. We'll look at the rest, see what the rest of the field looks like. See who has good soft track for him. He's raced well at this track. Carrying a ton of weight. The 3 doesn't have soft track for him. Only soft track race was really bad. The 4, another veteran campaigner. Gonna have to be closing. Really iffy. I don't know. This is not the best of. This is not a good bunch here. 6-1 on the soft track against the weak field. Another horse that's going to have to close. 7. Probably the speed here. Big effort on the heavy track against stakes field. Race before that looked okay on the mile and an eighth. Has an okay soft track record. I don't know, 7's really moody. Like sometimes he looks good, sometimes he looks terrible. And the 8. Good soft track form, good form at this track. Gets a good post for the first time in a while. Doesn't have a bunch of. Finally finds a small field. You know, I like the 1 and the 8 look good. I don't like the weight on the 2. Let's see who has second place. 7 has no second place finishes. Play 1-8 with the 1-6-8. Let me see if I can find something. On the spot race. Yep, there they go.
Set to go and they're off. And beginning well was River of Gold. She came out in the first couple. Jungle Book on her insides just drifting back. Parliament striding forward, and Balmaceda is also coming across from a wide gate. So it's Balmaceda who's going to link up with the back straight in front from Parliament second. Royal Treasury's in third and River of Gold's in fourth. And then came Jungle Book from Gentleman Max, and Willie White Sox went back to the tail. 1,400 metres left to go. An uncontested lead here for Balmaceda, the visitor from the Central Coast. Did it comfortably, led by 2 lengths to Parliament in second position. In third, Royal Treasury going a little keen, and there goes Max improving his position. Gentleman Max, he's now a clear second. River of Gold is back to third last, and then came Willie White Sox and Jungle Book, the last one. They're on the side of the course, and with 1,000 metres left to go, Balmaceda led Gentleman Max, and Parliament leaders back in third. Royal Treasury just going a little keen there, still in fourth position as they reach the halfway point from River of Gold, who's 3 pairs back on the rails. Willie White Sox and Jungle Book. 800 metres left to go. Balmaceda has led them from the start and has had it pretty soft. Gentleman Max in second position. Parliament's in third. Royal Treasury's in fourth. Then River of Gold fifth on the inside from Willie White Sox, and Jungle Book is the last one. 450 left to go. There'll be no excuses for Balmaceda's. Had this pretty soft. Gentleman Max sticking solid. Parliament trying to shoulder into the clear to give chase. River of Gold went up behind those. Balmaceda's in front from Parliament. Gentleman Max, he's hanging in there. River of Gold behind those. Balmaceda tackled by Parliament. Parliament just in front from Balmaceda. Gentleman Max and Jungle Book got the last shot at them. Parliament's in front, 100 metres left to go. Clear from Jungle Book, and then Gentleman Max and Parliament in front. Parliament beat Jungle Book, Gentleman Max, River of Gold, then Royal Treasury. They're followed by Balmaceda, and Willie White Sox was the last one.
Again, I can't even see
Parliament too good there. Third up from a spell. He knows where the line is. Look at him stretch out. If they take him to Canberra, I'll make him best bet of the day next time. Good Jungle Book from back in the field there. So for the track watchers, that was okay. Balmaceda, he weakened out of it. He looked like he had the race run to suit him, but he's faded out of it late in the piece. And look, it was just left to Parliament had the. And he's been too strong. He's got down, he's held off Jungle Book, should I say, and Gentleman Max in the centre, boxed on pretty strongly there, and I think there's a race in him pretty shortly. The sit and sprint didn't suit quite a few.
All right, we got B coming up. Still heavy at Ballarat. Still a heavy track. Another maiden race. The one's lone heavy race was really bad. If we can throw that out, though, there may be something in it for the one. That was a terrible race on the heavy track. All right, two's coming off a layoff. 3 ran an even race. Was bet a little bit. Dry McNeil comes back to ride. Definitely worth a go at a good price, 17 to 1. Alright, 7's coming off way off. Was heavy favorite. At second. Wow, interesting. Really interesting here. Comes off this big stakes race, maiden stakes race. Heavy 4 may be okay. This trainer rider are really, they team up for some good efforts. Really good efforts. This is, I mean, there's a lot of opportunities here. 9 looks okay. Okay. Let me go all the way to the end. Let me see that. Let me try to find like the bad runners. Kings to toss. Nah, I'm not interested in the 16. 11's a first-time starter. Yeah. Hey, there's a lot of runners here. Excuse me, that have put in really respectable efforts. I mean, a whole bunch of them look competitive. And even the 16, I'm not a big fan of the 16, but I mean, he had some excuses in those races back at the end of last year. 3 has every opportunity to improve off that first effort. first time start. I mean, one's been finishing in the money lately, especially with this rider. And then, I mean, then you have the 7, 8, 9, 10, all have been right there.
They're away, and Stretto jumped pretty well. Will settle at this stage midfield. And showing early speed is Leonardo in the red cap. Bones going forward as well. Bladnock up there in the firing line, and Stretto just behind them, over racing 4th or 5th. Tycoon Thunder in the white cap going through on its inside, along with in the blue colours Exact Replica, and Guns Are Blazing hunting up as well. Bellows in that division. There must be about 5 abreast there. And then Space Cowboy and Glazer's one of the last ones in a compact field. Up towards the home quarter, Guns Are Blazing's going through now to join Leonardo in the front. They swing now from Exact Replica, also joining in, and then comes Bones, followed by Bladnock Deep, and then comes Tycoon Thunder. Next is Bellows. Stretto about 7th, but only 3 lengths off the leader now, coming to the outside. Space Cowboy will be the cavalry charge here. On straightening now, and therefore
everybody has a chance.
Running. It's Leonardo. Tycoon Thunder took the rails run. Bones joins in. Stretto down the outside coming on. So Bones, Tycoon Thunder the rails, and Stretto about a length away. So it's Bones in front, going well. Stretto now digging in, starting to chase him down. Bones in front, still by a half length on Stretto, and Bones goes on to score a neck on Stretto and Tycoon Thunder. Then Bladnock followed by Bellows just in front of him in 4th. Next across the line, Exact Replica, Leonardo, and then Space Cowboy, a break to Glazer, and Guns Are Blazing.
I mean, he's an overlay here. He's an overlay. Anything over 10 to 1 is a huge overlay for him. It goes off 18 to 1. They just forgot about him. Honestly, there's so many competitive horses in this race. You know, fuck. That they just kind of overlooked him, and he runs right on by and snags it at 18 to 1. It was such a big call for Jai McNeil to come back to him after that first time start. Oh, can't win them all. Can't win them all.
Now the mutant goes forward.
Okay. 6A. We're just gonna glance here, see if anything jumps out. Sometimes the best hits are ones that you kind of scroll through and then they just kind of jump out at you. 3-second race back after like a 2-year layoff. Interesting. That jumps out at you. 5's coming second back off the layoff. Well, one of them's got to be good, right? We'll try this exact to see if we can sneak it in here. 3, 5, 3, 4, 5. Maybe both of them will be good. 3 seems like value here.
Right. And he does suggest this will be very, very hard to defeat. Brad Stewart for Mark Curry. Okay, ready to jump. 16:25. This is race 6. They're off. Open road away, about centre field is Mustering Toe from the deep alley, and She Won't Listen close to the inside began brilliantly. Oscar's Lot will land second, and Frascati Missile now land third with Angela's Beauty to 4th, followed then by Nakoni Bay. It's in centre field in 5th. 3 parts to Major Luck. Now over on the fence was Open Road. It somehow got close to the inside and is racing in about centre field position, followed then by Fuzzy Fox, who's towards its outside there next of all, followed then by Red Monkey, Macaro, the Mutant is back in a rearward position, and Peroda Beana's back last of all and 10 lengths off the Lamplighter. 1,000 metres from the judge, and She Won't Listen is the pace setter, leading out by about a length and a half. Over Oscar's Lot and Major Luck, one of the roughies to third, and Nakoni Bay is 4th over on the fence, and Frascati Miss pops one off the fence, racing in 5th. Followed then by, on the outside was Angela's Beauty, and Open Roads over on the inside, in about 7th position, effectively 3 the rail. Then came Fuzzy Fox and Macaro Zero Red Monkey balances up back third to last with a Mutant in behind it. Back next to last, Parota being the fence. Last of all, 7 lengths off the speed. She won't miss. She won't listen. Carts them along. 420 metres from the judge. Leading out by a length and a half now over Oscar's Lot and Angela's Beauty. Then came at the head of the rest was Nakoni Bay Open Road. Now sees Daylight. Race favourite still with 4 lengths to make up as heads a turn for home. 270 metres out. Up on the outside, Oscar's Lot goes with She Won't Listen. She Won't Listen the rails. Coming quickly now down the outside, Open Road. Open Road now launching late on the outside. Open Road levels up to them. Pokes its bib in front. Favourite Too Good. Open Road defeats home Oscar's Lot. In third, Red Monkey, I reckon, in advance over She Won't Listen. Followed then by the Mutant, and further astern was Parota Bean. Then came Frascati Miss, well back to Angela's Beauty with Macaron, Coney Bay, Major Luck and Fusey Fox in 142.15.
Nope. Let's see what the harness has here.
$150 Shades Crisco and 5 fourth in line, both going for a $7,000 Vic Red first win bonus. 2 Sporty Cultures trying to win the last half of that bonus. We're about a minute off the starting time of 2:04 here for race 3. The Duneasy Seed cleaning pace, 46 to 51 rating event, 2,180 metres, the third leg of the quaddie. And fourth in line gets a chance to break its maiden here, Mark. Sporty Culture looks the main danger, and they look really clearly the main two here. Tab fixed odds, you've got 150 Shades Cresco, 31 out to 41. 2 Sporty Culture, 310 down to 290. 3 Excitus Ruby C, 10 out to 13. 4 Reggie's Choice, 26 out to 41. Odds on favourite 5, fourth in line, $1.55 down to 150. Now 160. 6 straight up, 750 out to 10. 8 feeling the beat, 41 out to 71. This is the Duneasy Seed cleaning pace. Call Aaron Dunn at Duneasy for your mobile cleaning, grading and chemical application requirements. Aaron takes great pride in his 14 years of excellent service to clients throughout the Wimmera, the Mallee, Western Victoria and Southern New South Wales. He hasn't got to drive in this race, but obviously has plenty of chances on the program here as well. Moving up, race 3 on this Mother's Day program at Stawell, with Horsham sponsoring, or the Horsham Cup sponsors throughout the day. So effectively this is the closest thing to Horsham Cup Day you'll get, with all the sponsors today going to the sponsors on the Horsham Cup program before, guess what happened. Anyway, set to go. Race 3, Horsham meeting effectively at Stawell. And they're off. Green lights on. Getting out quickly, gate 3, Excitus Ruby C. But there are challenges towards the inside. Sporty Culture the centre holding up. And 50 Shades Cresco from that peg's draw. 50 Shades Cresco went through. Leads by 3 metres. In second place, the outside Sporty Culture. Galloping behind the leader, Field in the beat. Has galloped there for a few strides, but gone inside the peg. So it's going to have to go back to last to get back into the race. So into the straight, 50 Shades Cresco leads up. They're making a run fourth in line. Grant Campbell off on the favourite early. Slept up there on the inside, 50 Shades Cresco going to try and go with it. Fourth in line is really putting the pressure on though and goes to the top. Had too much speed now. It's fourth in line. 4 metres 50 Shades Cresco, 12 metres Sporty Culture, 15 Excitus Ruby C, 10 metres Reggie's Choice. Straight up next on the outside of Phil on the beat, who's dropped back to last. And that lead time good going. 41.8 as they go to the back of the course, 11 3/4 to run, completing one round, and fourth in line leads the way by 4 metres. This first quarter will be slowed up, you'd think, from behind second 50 Shades Cresco. 5 metres away Sporty Culture. There's still 12 metres to Excitus Ruby C, who is leading up the one wide line on the outside of Reggie's Choice, and then came straight up, who's effectively one by one, although 3 back the outer now, because Sporty Culture left the peg line to lead up the one wide line. So 3 back the inside, Reggie's Choice, Excitus Ruby C now 1-1, and still 4 back the pegs, feeling the beat. 32.9 that first quarter as they swing into the straight. They've got 900 metres left to go, and the front runner fourth in line 4 metres. Behind second 50 Shades Cresco awaits the high gain sprint lane without cover, Sporty Culture. Then 3 back on the inside was Reggie's Choice, a circuit to go. Followed by Excitus Ruby C, 3 back the outer. Field on the beat, 4 back the pegs, and straight up 3 back in the running line. That second stanza, 31.7. And out of the straight, 7.50 left to go. And fourth in line, the favourite in front by 4 metres. Into the deck rod, Horse Care back straight. From Sporty Culture, the outside second. 50 Shades Cresco, the pegs third, just given a flick with the whip. 3 metres away, 1-1 Excitus Ruby C. Reggie's Choice losing a bit of ground, 3 back the pegs. Around it straight up, and last field on the beat down the back. Fourth in line, 3 metres in front. Can he break his maiden today? The son of Gren from Ear to Air heads to the 400. 3 metres from the second favourite, Sporty Culture. 50 Shades Cresco on the inner. To the outside, Excitus Ruby C. Then straight up, 30.8 off the back for the third quarter. And fourth in line raced away. 10 metres in front. From Sporty Culture, Excitus Ruby C down the middle. On the inside, 50 Shades Cresco. But fourth in line's well clear. He's dashed away the favourite. 15 metres in front. He's going to break his maiden in good fashion, fourth in line, and do it easily. Fourth in line's won by 15. Hard held. Sporty Culture second a half head in front of Excitus Ruby C. 12 metres straight up from 50 Shades Cresco. Feeling the beat. And then came Reggie's Choice. 29 the final quarter. The Carbine Chemicals mile rate was 22.8. The easiest of wins to the favourite 5, fourth in line, right. Grant Campbell. 250 the win.
Australis he has to offer us. I think handicapping.
Look, he's getting there. He's improving each time, but he's going to need to be on his game from the outside gate today.
What is the plan from out there?
Look, I mean, I've sort of left it up to Greg. He probably rides Wellington better than anyone, so I'd like to see him in the first 5 or 6, and ideal if he can slot in somewhere and get a bit of cover. I don't really want him to rev him up because I think if he does that, he'll over race. He sort of has a tendency to over race a bit. So if he can find a bit of cover, you know, and get the right run in the race, then he should be hard to beat.
In race 6, you've got This Will Do Us, coming off a placing at Grafton. Has been around the mark all prep.
Yeah, look, he's a horse that we had a bit of an opinion of early days, and he had a wind op, and he's been a work in progress ever since. He's sort of slowly starting to work it out now, and he's a horse that you can't rev up and you can't hold up. You know, he's just got to have him where he's comfortable, and it's taken us a while to get him to do that. But his last run at Grafton was good. First try out to the mile today. Another one that's drawn tricky, and going to need a little bit of luck from the gate, but he's racing well.
What about Leo Gang in race number 7?
Oh, Leo Gang's a horse that's given us a lot of dramas. He looked like being very handy early days, and he's another one that sort of lost a bit of confidence, and a few things went wrong with him. Another one that's drawn tricky today. We've got 3 ordinary draws today, but look, his last few runs have been good. I thought his run 2 starts ago here was good, and then Port Macquarie the other day was really good, hit the line hard. So.
Fit of the 6. It's a bit slow for this bunch. 7's probably another 3rd place chance. Lots of 3rd place chances here. 8's in that same boat. 3, 5, 7, 8. They all like him for maybe 3rd. And the 9. He has a bunch of 3rds already. 3, 5, 7, 8, 9. 10 is where it gets interesting. These guys already teamed up for a win. An impressive win. This jockeying trainer. It hasn't looked terribly good this year, but I mean, his efforts last year would be better than this bunch. The 11, probably a touch too slow for this bunch. 13's a big closer. This 13 has, look at the posts here. The posts have been terrible. The number in parentheses is the post position, and the horse hasn't been outside of the 6 post here. We'll take the 13. We're going to take the 13 as a chance. 10 and 13 under. Let's see. We're going to play this triple. We're going to play what's the 10, 13. And there's so many that can run through. We're just going to put everybody. We'll look at that. And then we're going to play, let's see here. Really think the 13 can get there. 113 with the 110-13. Exact. Let's see the prices on the 13 to like place and show. 13, 9 to 1, $20 on the show. So we've got $6 to show on the 13 because that's just a good 9 to 1 on him running third or better. It just seems really good. Let's watch
Todd
this
Smith,
race.
the chairman of stewards, is in touch with the starter there.
Let's watch this
red light's on. I can see the red light blinking through the trees. And they're off and racing. They'll soon be coming into my view. And out behind the trees they come, and Claude's Choice Masterhead, and going up fairly quickly there was going forward with Lady of Carmel. It's charging up towards the lead. Kazumi settled on the fence. Dizzy Soul just going past it. Out wide there with Buck and Ripper. It's sweeping right around the outside. Like a Benz is back to centre field, followed then by Dusk Till Dawn, who's over on the inside. A long break back as they go down the back was Jungle Rose. And last of all, as they sweep along the back of the course, was Missile Rain. So they race towards the 600 near the top of the hill, and taking up the running here was Buck and Ripper out by 2.5 lengths. Lady of Carmel going forward in a hurry. Over on the inside, Masterhead, Kazumi next, followed then by Cloudless Sky, Claude's Choice. Going around the outside there was Allison Princess, a break back to Dusk Till Dawn, and Dizzy Soul, Jungle Rose, Like a Benz, and Missile Rain was last. Up around the home turn, Buck and Ripper is tackled now by Lady of Carmel, who went to the lead out wide. Cloudless Sky runs home well. Kazumi's trying to get through on the centre. Lady of Carmel, here's Kazumi coming home well. Further out, Allison Princess. It's Kazumi racing to a narrow lead. Out wide, Allison Princess, and Lady of Carmel is boxing on. Kazumi and Lady of Carmel. Allison Princess third, and Cloudless Sky. Dusk Till Dawn was getting home very, very strongly along the rails. Followed in by Masterhead, then came Missile Rain. Then out wide was Like a Benz. Buck and River pulled up pretty quickly. Followed in there by Claude's Choice, and back with them was Masterhead and Dizzy Soul. Oh, big finish here, and we stand by here. Kazumi and the other one, Lady of Carmel, have gone to the line in a tremendous finish here as we stand by for the judges' numbers here after the running of race 4 in the card at Wellington. Well, big finish here. Lady of Carmel was fighting off all challenges, and along came Kazumi. Been running quite a few placings, Kazumi. Usually gets back in the field, was up closer today, and Kazumi, ridden by Jake Tracy Holmes, has finished doggedly on the outside with Lady of Carmel, Ronald Simpson fighting back very, very well, and they've hit the line in a great finish. No numbers as yet on race 4 at Wellington. Pretty interesting race. Well, Buck and Ripper, the favourite, went around them in the early, halfway down the back straight, took the...
Son of a bitch. I thought we saw something there. Sometimes they just don't pan out like you want to. Alright, let's go to Bathurst. See what we have here. They've been coming from far back at Bathurst, so I'm not, I'm not, usually I'm interested in horses that are going to settle well, but, I'm mainly just actually looking probably for runners that aren't going to be anywhere near the rail. So the 16th. What's the 6th going to do here? The 6th is one from 06 before. What the 6's chances? He gets a good ride. He should be right there at the finish. Let's just play the exact 6 versus 3, 4, 5. Let's drop a 5 spot right on his nose. There we go.
All that you do for me. Mobile wheels into the back. $2.30 Better Sport. $2.50 Willie Wah Lightning, the top two. They're set to run. Green lights on. They're off and racing now. Mr. Mysterious left the gate fast from a middle gate. Will spear forward and lead settling down over Better Sport. Warraderi's 3 wide into the first turn, but there was room to drop in 1 out, 1 back, which it was able to do so. Don't doubt Dorothy's pushing through to try and keep the spot behind the leader. It was getting pretty tight, and somehow Better Sport's been able to get in leaders back. So Don't Tell Dorothy's now buried 3 back the inside from Negative Nancy. Then came Miss Sporty Tara, who's 4 back the inside of Willie Wah Lightning. 5 metres away in the field, Courageous Bow, who was beaten for speed, and Pompey went back and settles 5 metres away at the end of the field. So down the straight the first time, they passed the 1200, 8.3. The lead time in the first quarter in 30.5. And it's Mr. Mysterious who leads past the judge. It's 3 metres clear. Second, Warraderi. Third on the back of the leader is Better Sport. It's getting a nice run, and in fourth placing the outside is Negative Nancy. 3 back the inside is Don't Tell Dorothy as they head towards the 800. Then Willie Wah Lightning. 4 back the inside is Miss Sporty Tara. Second last, Courageous Bow, and last on the inside is Pompey. 700 metres to go. They're in the back straight now. 30.6 the second quarter. 61 1.5 down the back. And it is Mr. Mysterious leading by a couple of metres on Warraderi. Third, Better Sport getting a nice run. Here's a move. Willie Wah Lightning going up 3 wide now around Negative Nancy. The insiders Don't Tell Dorothy. Then Courageous Bow, well back Pompey, and now last is Miss Sporty Tara. They come towards the home turn now, and it's Mr. Mysterious and narrow leader Warraderi. Willie Wah Lightning is wider, 3 wide under pressure now. Better Sport fourth, then Negative Nancy, Pompey, and Courageous Bow. 29 to third quarter.
Really
around the
good
home
up the
turn,
lane.
it's Mr. Mysterious and Warraderi.
What the fuck's the 6 doing? Come on, dude.
Better Sports trying to get to the outside to issue a run, and then Willie Wah Lightning. But Warraderi, he's done all the work. He's charged to the front, 50 to go. Better Sport render second, but Warraderi's too good, too tough. 1.5 metres. Second, Better Sport. Third, Mr. Mysterious. And fourth, it might be Negative Nancy to just get that, I'd say, in front of Willie Wah Lightning. They're followed home then by Courageous Bow. Don't Tell Dorothy next over from Pompey and Miss Sporty Tara. And we'll get the last quarter through shortly.
Oh god, and the 8 was likable. We liked the 8. We wanted to play the 8. We can't bet him coming off a 4-month layoff.
Serves it up to the leader on the home turn, and
just couldn't do it.
Simply put, as being just too strong. Number 8 Warraderi beats number 6 Better Sport, who was travelling to the home turn. Just got held up for momentum on the point of the corner. Had to change course to the outside and just couldn't reel back the winner, who's been a terrific effort first up. Third in the race, number 5, Mr. Mysterious. So it's
Australia Thoroughbreds.
She's nice and fit now.
All right, so there goes our profits. We are now in the red for the night after starting out pretty good. Okay, we have gone crazy. There's been so many of these maiden races that, you know, it's been hard to gather any sort of confidence in any of these races we've seen. Waga. One has okay soft track form. Doesn't look particularly awe-inspiring with any of the efforts. 2, no real soft track form, no real any form. Right, easy toss. 3, not interested without a race at 1.25 miles before. Ugh. 4 looks really ugly. 5 and 6 are scratch. We'll go to 7. Again, no 1.25 miles form. Hard to be interested. 8. I mean, it really should be good at this distance and should be good on the soft track. It's a lot of shoulds. A lot of shoulds. It's never going 1.25 miles, but should be right there with it. 9, still same trainer as a 1, I believe. It's the same trainer, Margie. Yeah. Same style horse, just nothing particularly impressive. 10. Now here's a really impressive one, interesting one. Faced winners last 2 times out. Wasn't, was right there. Ability on off track is okay. Should be able to get this 1.25 miles. Definitely the right price. 21 is a really good price there. Let's go to the 11. Some seconds and thirds. Nothing particularly interesting there. 12. 12 has an outside chance for bomb, getting there as a bomb. 13 looks interesting. We're in an okay race at Gosford. One of the few that's actually run close to this distance. Good soft track for him. Okay, now this has a chance to just be we'll toss the 1. Wow. So many maidens in this freaking race. The 1's an actual winner, but 2, 3, and 4 are toss. 7 is too much of a question mark here. It's just a lot of it's almost, let's see if we can just sneak in a super here with 8, 9, 10, 12, 13. Just key it. Play the winner, the only horse that's a winner against a bunch of maidens that look like they have a chance. 8, 10, 12, 13. So we'll play a little exacta. 8, 10 with the 8, 10, 12, 13. 12's liable would be a gigantic bomb here and get up in there. So let's see it. Let's see how it goes.
Should catch them. They're off. Goodra Digby came out well. It's in the second half of the field. And Shadow of Pylon was a little slow at the start. Bob's Angel straight to the front this afternoon from Crocodile, Cod, Zones, Stars. That's the 1, Silver Nook, and Blazing Zones going forward, albeit caught about 4 or 5 deep as they work towards the back. Goodra Digby has got onto its back a little deep as they hit that 1600-metre corner. Then Love and Desire drifting back, Empires Collide, and after that awkward start, Shadow of Pylon is the last one. So Blazing Zone pushed on, And into the back, it's Blazing Zone, who led from the visitor from Tumut, Crocodile Cod, who's 2.5 lengths away in second position. Bob's Angel relaxes well, it's in third, and then Zone Star in fourth. That's the one fifth at the 1300. From Silver Nook and Shadow of Pylon out there on a limits 3 deep going forward. Shadow of Mordor a little worse than midfield. Love and Desire, Goodra Digby and Empires Collide. So in front it's Blazing Zone, who controls the speed and has really slowed them down here through the middle stages at the 1000. Crocodile Cod's in second, Bob's Angels in third. Zone Star's in fourth. And Shadow of Pylon is caught very wide. Love and Desire is even wider. It must be 4 deep. Then came That's the One from Shadow of Mordor, Goodra Digby, Silver Nook. Something happened to it. It copped a bad check, was pulled out of the race. And just in front of it was Empires Collide. They're at the 650 here. Blazing Zone leads from Crocodile Cod. Bob's Angel behind the leader looks to have something to offer. Shadow of Pylon hanging in there after a wide run.
Right,
then Zone Stars,
That's
the
race to
one.
win or lose.
Shadow of Mordor, Goodra Digby.
Just run
pulls
8-10
to the
all the way
outside.
around.
Blazing Zone flattens in front at the 400.
Get out of there,
Bob's
Nigel.
Angel
Garbage.
tries to get off the leaders.
Give
back.
us a
Crocodile
10-8.
Cod just keeps it in a pocket for the moment, and Bob's Angel's got nowhere to go. And wide out, Goodra Digby running on. Crocodile Cod had got up to Blazing Zone, but Goodra Digby out.
Come on, 110-8-9.
Goodra Digby's about to swallow them up. Goodra Digby got up to Crocodile Cod, took the lead. Goodra Digby from Crocodile Cod, and Goodra Digby did enough.
Oh,
Crocodile
come
Cod
on,
second.
man.
Empires Collide from the backs run third. Then came Blazing Zone. Bob's Angel looked a bit stiff at the top of the straight. And then came Shadow of Mordor. Shadow of Pylon had a wide
God damn it,
That's
we
the
don't have
one.
the
Zone
7.
Star, Love and Desire.
Oh, goodness, man. Oh. That fucking 7 comes from dead. Fucking last. This nail go by everybody late.
Moving in.
Son of a bitch.
So
all right, we snuck a little bit in here at Australia B.
2,000 metres, gates open, they're away.
We played 6 with the 1-4, the 6.
As well as any of them, but Will Leisure shows
German,
pace. Lucas is pressing forward.
German sire,
in the firing line, along with first
US Dam sire.
looking at each other, 4 of the 6 as they travel 200
good heavy
metres.
track
Bud
form.
Fox takes the
Should be
in
good to
5th
go.
spot, and on the running rail is Miners, missed the last one, but from the wide gate, Artie Lucas under Billy Egan came across and sailed to a 2-length lead on Shepherd in second. First watch outside of Wheel Leisure, third and fourth. And then comes Miners Miss on the inside of Bud Fox as they start to climb the hill with close to 1,500 metres left to go. Artie Lucas wants to run a little faster, but steadies back to the field to only lead by a length and a quarter now on Shepherd, travelling well second. Wheel Leisure is third. And then comes First Crush up on the outside, a length and a half to Miners Miss, and Bud Fox at the tail end, about 6 lengths off the leader, Artie Lucas, leaving the 1,200 metre mark behind them. So Artie Lucas about to navigate that top quarter, leading by a length and a quarter $1 on the short price favourite Shepherd in close attendance. Wheel Leisure just with its head a little high. The mare is third on the inside of First Watch. Then Bud Fox now making a move, pulling out 3 wide as the field starts to compact. Minus Miss back on the running rail as they head down the side. And there's only about 2.5, 3 lengths covering these 6 runners as they approach the turn. 800 metres left to go. Artie Lucas by a half length now. Shepherd's getting closer. Only a neck off the lead. They quicken noticeably. A length and a half. Wheel Leisure. First Watch. Bud Fox back to 5th again. And then on the inside, Minus Miss who's travelling okay. Coming up to the home bend where they've got 500 metres left to go. So Artie Lucas with Shepherd now breathing down the leader's neck, and they start to turn. They've got 2.5, 3 lengths, and Minus Miss who's trying to make a bid, and the rest have dropped off, but going to the straight, and now Nolan goes to the whip on Shepherd. Gets up on the outside of Artie Lucas, who's not laying down. They're stride for stride. They've got 3 lengths now on Minus Miss, who's now battling for third only, but Shepherd takes over, and with 100 metres left to go, Shepherd's now starting to put a space on Artie Lucas, and well done to Peter Moody, back from a 4-year spell as a winner, and Shepherd does it easily by 3 lengths. Artie Lucas was second, third was Miners Miss, and then came Wheel Leisure, followed by First Crush, and Bud Fox has clocked in last.
All right, we're going to go to A here. Let's see what Australia A has to offer for us. Let's go to the vertical. Oh, man. Okay. The scratches here. Let's check that. Nope. Full field. Full field. Benchmark 60. Going a mile at 5/16. One has suddenly found form. Of course, before this was 3 for 42, and suddenly then the horse is 5 for 44. Interesting. I'm not sure I would super dive into that, but can't argue with back-to-back wins. All right. I don't know about the 2. Move on. Three has some good track form. 2 wins on the good track, and 2 5th-place finishes, including a 5th-place finish off a brief layoff. Gets Orman to ride. Mile 5/16. This might be the exact distance. The 3 needs. 3 is competitive for sure here. I'm going to tell you, I'm already sold on the 3. At least getting a piece here. Oh, that 8. Man, I've not been to 8 all either. Okay, so let's kind of go through the field. 12's a toss. 11's a toss. 10. Alright, 10 can get second here. 9's a toss. 6 and let's take a little chance here. 3-8. With the 3, 8, 10. Let me get that before they race. I don't want to get no bet in because it looks like there's some good value here. And 6 is over bet.
Centre field away, take it to the limit. Clear Sailing and Mogul close to the inside began brilliantly, and Westbrook Warriors striding up, and Real Estate Frob the Deep is covering plenty of territory. And shortly afterwards, Real Estate is now the pilot, leading out by 2 lengths. on Strong Desire, who's posted and revving up, and they're followed by Mogul, who's now camped third, Westbrook Warrior fourth. Take It to the Limit as fifth. Moscow now is sixth on the outside, and they're being followed by Clear Sailing. Well back to Brumby Jack and Santorini. Aladina Tactical Manoeuvre is back in a rearward position, and Spirit of Eden whipped them in, and travelling at least 10 lengths off the speed. So it's Real Estate in front, 1,450 metres from the judge, leading out by a length and a quarter. Over Strong Desire, Mogul is camped third, and Westbrook Warrior is poised fourth on the outside, and there is no speed to report. Moscow now is prated out on a limb. It's fifth and 3 wide on the outside of Take It to the Limiter, and they're being followed by Clear Sailing, who's centrefield the inside, a neat length away to Brumby Jack, who's posted out on a limb. It's camped out 3 wide, clear over Santorini, followed then by Aladina. Tactical Manoeuvre is back next to last, and Spirit of Eden still whipped them in, and still at least 10 lengths off the speed. Real Estate in front as the pilot, 950 metres out, still bowling them along, leading out now by 3 parts of a length on Moscow now, and Strong Desire. Then Mogul fourth, 50 outside Westbrook Warrior, and then came Take It to the Limit, race favourite, even money in the end. It'll settle down into about 6 as they camp down past the 650, still with about 4 lengths to make up. Clear over Brumby Jack, Clear Sailing, Santorini Aladina, Tactical Manoeuvre towards its outsider. Spirit of Eden still back last of all. Huini the Extreme outside, 7 lengths off the pace setter, which is now Moscow now. Moscow now in front, 400 to go, but Take It to the Limiter is quickly in hot pursuit up on the outside of the race favourite, sliding up to the leaders. Followed then by Brumby Jack, Strong Desire. Over on the inside was Real Estate, and they're followed by Westbrook Warrior. Take It to the Limit in front now, 200 to go. Raced away by 2 lengths over Moscow now. Brumby Jack is down the outside, but it's Take It to the Limit in front, 75 metres from the judge. Take It to the Limit in front. You know how it goes. Take It to the Limit. One more time. Defeats home Brumby Jack, either Moscow now or Clear Sailing. Then came Mogul, further astern to Aladina, followed by Tactical Manoeuvres, Spirit of Eden, Santorini, Real Estate, Westbrook Warrior, Strong Desire last in 2:15.
Outstanding call there by Anthony Collins, and Take It to the Limit. I could see Andrew Million. He was dead set giggling when they ran off the back there. He just had a huge smile on his face. He just came out and he just let her roll round the bend, just start to tuck up. Matty sort of kicked on Matty Wishart kicked on Moscow now, and then Take It to the Limit just trucked up into the race, and when it straightened up, you wanted to put your house on it. So absolutely jogged in, and easy work. So she's in great form. Take It to the Limit. That's 2 in a row, and it'll win again too. What about how it just settles beautifully in the run? Andrew gave it a good ride, but drew a nice gate and just settled lovely in the run. Puts itself in a good spot, and away it goes.
Twice winner from 34 starts. Been around the mark in recent runs. Finished 6th at Narromine behind Rawson Crossing over the...
Since 1957, about to go here, race 4. Starter Nathan Moore has the green flag in the air, which is the signal for the runners to face up to the starting tapes. Scratchings here are 5 and 10. 1, 2 and 3 off the front, 10 metres for the favourite 4, 6 through to 9 off the 20-metre penalty, 46 to 60 rating of FM. They're just about right. Set to run. Tapes back. They're off. She's a Dude from 3 was very slow to go, misses at about 20 metres. Galloping shortly after the start was Just Stella Magic. Wisp of Smoke left in front, but it goes for a gallop now. They're coming from left, right and centre here to go past it. Oh, favourite's gone. Little Yankees up in the air here on the first bench. So that's the favourite. Number 4, Little Yankees galloping, won't settle. In front, Jaden Gills found itself in front. A great start from Icicle on the outsides going up to find the lead here as they come into the home straight. Icicle's got to the front here, 4 metres from Jaden Gill. 2 of the 20-metre, in fact, 3 of the 4 horses off the 20 are 1, 2, 3 because Lord Chancellor's 3rd. In fact, they're 1, 2, 3, 4 because Penelope's up to 4th. Then Wisp of Smoke in 5th, and the others have all done their chances. No good. 50 metres to Just Stella Magic, who's on the outer of She's a Dude, and Little Yankees mucked up to start the favourite. It's 25 away, and you just about think those 3 are all out of play. The lead time, 50.1 from the start to the mile, 11 3/4 to go. And they go down the Decron Horse Care back straight. Icicle in front by 2.5 to 3 metres. Penelope at the outside second, completing 1 round. And Jaden Gill third. will await that high gain sprint lane. 3 metres Wisp of Smoke 1-1. 3 back the inside Lord Chancellor. There's then about 40 metres to She's a Dude. 40 metres then to Just Still a Magic, and 10 metres Little Yankee. A lap and a half to go. Only 33.9 for that first quarter. And the front runner by a neck is Icicle. Second the outside is Penelope. Third the inside. Awaiting that high gain sprint lane, Jaden Gill as they leave the Decron Horse Care back straight and swing into the front straight now. Wisp of Smoke 1-1. And then Lord Chancellor, 3 back the inside, 25 metres She's a Dude, 50 to Just Still a Magic, and 25 Little Yankee. 1 circuit out at the bell, 800 metres to run, and that's Icicle in front, leads by a head. The outside second, Penelope. Jaden Gill the pegs third, that second quarter, 32.7. 1 out, 1 back is Wisp of Smoke. Lord Chancellor, 3 back the pegs, though just eased back there by Manning to get 1 off almost, and then about 12 metres She's a Dude. And about 60 metres to Just Still a Magic, and 25 Little Yankee. Down the far side, 600 to go. They've completed 2 laps, just under 3 parts to go. And Icicle's going great guns here. 5 metres on Penelope, who can't go with it for the moment. Jaden Gill's under pressure. Then Whisper Smoke on the outer of Lord Chancellor. But the leader's the one you want to be on, Icicle. 15 in front from Jaden Gill. Penelope rolled into a gallop. Whisper Smoke through the centre of it and Lord Chancellor. Third quarter, 30.2, and Icicle 20 metres in front from Jaden Gill in second place. Lord Chancellor goes back to the inside, then Wisp of Smoke, but Icicle is well clear, and I think you were pretty happy if you were on Icicle a long way out, and Icicle's going to win ease down by Michael Bellman. In fact, never let go, unextended. 12 metres Jaden Gill, 3 metres Wisp of Smoke, 10 away Lord Chancellor, 30 to Penelope,
let's see what we can
50 metres then to She.
Australia C. Let's see what we can do here. Oh, that Australia D race just hurts our feelings. We had the right idea. We bet a 20-cent increment, so it would have been $500, but man, that hits you right in the gut. Right in the gut! It hurts. It hurts. We had the right idea. Oh, you can't put all of them. I mean, there's somebody with a chance there. Couldn't include the 7. That's okay. Let's see what C has in store for us. Let's see what C has in store for us. Let's change this to the vertical. Oh my gosh. So, here we go. Let's go to this vertical split. Oh man. Oh, okay. Australia C. Let's switch to the full screen capture. Let's just put the program on there real quick.
When finishing 7th behind Credney. Gets out to 1400 today. I think that's a big plus. You've got to remember that he was 8 weeks between runs when turning up there at Coonabarabran last time. And Naranek Nelson, he's a horse that I do like. Pretty adaptable type, can go forward or back. And I'm sure he'll run a cheeky race second up today. So 10, 8, 4 and 7. Cody Nesta is the trainer of 10 Eva's Deal. He joins us now. She was pretty good winning at Narromine last start.
Yeah, I thought there was plenty of merit in the win, Mick. She
move that out of the way real quick. Alright, so what are you going to do here? You have a chance? No. Yeah, no, the poker commentary is probably, I mean, it's definitely more popular. It's definitely what gets me the streamers. This is more just like there's plenty of poker streamers out there too, so that's good. So there's definitely a hunger for it. There's not a audience for this, so that's why I like doing it. You know, at some point maybe there will be an audience. I know there's probably a hunger for it somewhere, or eventually. Just got to kind of build up the base. Yeah, the poker streams can usually get, you know, like anywhere from like, you know, a dozen viewers at once. But you know, there's a good following on Twitter for horse betting, but it's very you know, it's very not like real time. It's very you know, after the fact. Anyone can show them, you know, after the fact. I see there's a lot of big bettors out there, and they're like, oh man, like look at this pick 4 I hit for like $5,000. It's like, yeah, but you know, they don't show the $2,500 they invested to hit that ticket, or the $2,500 they lost elsewhere in the program. So I wanted to give a more realistic you know, idea for the standard degenerate racetrack bettor, and to show like what that thinking's like, and to show what the process is, because anyone can just kind of come up with a horse and tell you after the fact, but coming up beforehand, that's, you know, that's the goal. All right, again, this trainer rider combination has come up with a win already. They're coming the second race off a long layoff. First race was okay. Got back and then tried to finish up, but should be better for it. 6-1 right now. 6 is probably a little slow for this bunch. Hasn't run. He's been racing at these really, they call them the picnics. We'll pass. 7. He too comes off second race off a layoff, but he wasn't particularly good off that before the layoff. That's a pass. 8's the favorite right now. The horse doesn't show really good track form. He has 2 wins here on the soft and the heavy. Was seconds. Gets 4 pounds. I don't like the price. Definitely going to keep an exotic sale, but I don't like the price. They're betting the 10 a lot. 2 wins for 4 starts. Makes sense. Not super fast. 8-10 in the last race is the 12. 12 looks a touch too slow, so I like the 5. And there's just not much competition besides that. We'll make this bet here. So I'm going to make the $2 triple 5 with the 8-10 with the 8-10. And then we'll play a $3 exacta 5 with the 8-10. Yeah, just not much to look at in this race, but we'll take it in. We'll take a look.
I don't think you can change her pattern too much, whereas 8 Pure Faith, who's coming off that really good one at Port Macquarie last start over the 1,500 metres, went second to Banjo's Voice. You know she's going to be out doing her own thing close to the speed, and she's going to be very hard to get past. So I've got the 10 over the 8, but it'll be interesting to see how it all pans out. We're closing in on start time here for the 5th event add to Wellington. Best of luck to you. If you've had a bet, here's Cole.
About to go here.
Let's go.
Off and racing. I'll come out from behind the trees shortly. And here they come into view now. Catwalk Queen bending up along the inside with Pure Faith and Razor Drop. Getting ready, he's going to settle back on the inside of Narrow Neck Nelson. Then comes Coasting. Sherbro's going forward. Bellatrate next. Eva's Deal is back about third last.
All right, the 5 is Supreme Gem.
And down the tail of the field as they race down the back was Clever Missile. So Julia Pleasant's riding at the professional now, formerly from Sweden, and she leads out on Catwalk Queen at the 800 by a length and a half to Pure Faith, the favourite. Razor Drop's going around the outside inside of Narrow Neck Nelson, then Getting Ready Coasting was next, followed by Sherbro. Supreme Gem start to run. Eva's Deal in that line of three is going through in the centre. It's making ground. A good break back to Bellatrate, and Clever Missile, its outside, was last. Catwalk Queen comes down the side with about 400 left to go. Pure Faith the favourite. Here's Razor Drop circling them. Eva's Deal has come around them quickly. Going to be very wide in the home straight where Pure Faith shot the lead.
He's farthest out now. He's farthest out. And he's
head
coming way over the top. He needs to put the stick down.
The tail of the field. Eva's Deal, Pure Faith, Narrow Neck Nelson over on the inside, but Eva's Deal hit the lead. Narrow Neck Nelson runs home well, but Eva's Deal, yes. Eva's Deal beat Narrow Neck Nelson. Pure Faith just holding third, maybe over Clever Missile and Cherbro. Razor Drop was next in. The stablemates finishing together there with Catwalk Queen and Bellatrate. Coasting was out wide. Razor Drop.
Just kind of bullshit around. Came in way too late. He had run and he was just too far back. Let's see what we got at Bathurst. Let's see if we learn. So here's what we know. The outside's been good all day today. Rail has been just doo-doo. Let's see if we can figure out who's going to be making the moves on the outside here. All right, so Alright, so we're almost just immediately tossing the 1, 2, 3 here. And who's going to line up outside and who can kick from said outside? They're betting the 4, makes sense. What are you gonna do? What are you guys gonna do? It's 8 right here. 8's used to live. 8's got some terrible posts. It's used to living on the outside.
Runners about to move up here. Race number 6.
This
favourite
looks like a good rider
for the race. Holy Can't Rob, $2.90. $4 Smoking Zach,
PA bets for you, so
who's had the late support, $5.50 to $4 very late.
I mean, we're getting
an initial easer, but the money's come very late in the piece. Holy Can't Rob's $3.80 got down to $2.30.
I mean, let's just
and then it's back out to $2.90. Abercrombie tab 12 to $7.50. Plays Edition 9 to $7.50 late in the piece. So there's been plenty happening as far as the tab fixed odds market is concerned.
Okay, just make sure you settle.
Approaches the starting point, 17:30 the distance. Favourite will be Snag. Green lights on. They're off and racing. Groovy Shannon from the inside left the gate well. Squatter Shannon out fast as well, and Smoking Zach pushing through in the middle. But as they run the first turn, Groovy Shannon by medium of the inside goes through and leads from Smoking Zach and third Blaze Edition. Smoking Zach might press on here.
Good for us,
they're followed then by Squatter Shannon, who stick back to get some cover. Ox's Art Majors 3 wide running the first turn. Then Happy Chappy Shannon, the dancer back on the pegs. They're followed by Armour Augustus. 5 metres away in the field came Holy Camp Rob. And being restrained right back to the tail is Abercrombie Tab. So they come down the straight the first time around. It was 8.4 the lead time. And the first quarter in 30.1, and it's Groovy Shannon leading the way by a metre. Second, Ox's Art Major. Third, Smoking Jack. Abercrombie Tab went back initially, is now going forward 3 wide at this stage, as posted out there deep. Blaze Edition leaders back in fifth placing. They're followed by Squatter Shannon.
I mean, this is setting up for a closer. That's good. Because I went to 8, and 8's going to get a 3 up wide.
5 metres away, Armour Augustus and Holy Camp.
Oh, look at here. 8's already coming.
All unfold, and he's 5
this
metres
is huge.
away
Come on,
at the
8.
tail as they roll into the back. 700 metres to travel.
He made this move because the 5's parked 3 wide. He's going to get 3 wide
down
cover.
the back straight, leads by a head Ox's Art Major. Abercrombie Tab has done it the tough way, 3 wide all of the way. Blaze Edition in 4th, between runners Smoking Zack, 3 wide with cover Armour Augustus. They're followed by the Dancer, Squatter, Shannon, Holy
Camp Rob.
second.
The outside's
back
good
at the
today.
end of the field, Happy Chappy Shannon. Groovy Shannon off the back straight left, 3 metres clear.
Wins, I'm just going to be
Secondly
so pissed.
outside,
I'm
Ox's
going to
Art
be
Major
happy
under pressure, peeling out Armour Augustus. Blaze Edition looks to have a kick left.
He's going to go right on by. He's going to get up. Hold for seconds. I can't believe this. 75 to 1. I'm such an asshole. He's right down the middle. He's already up for second. He's just taking. Oh, don't flatten out.
Through Holy Camp Rob down the middle. The Dancer over on the far side might have hit a slender
Get up
lead.
for third.
Holy Camp Rob's coming at it. It's the Dancer from Holy Camp Rob, and the Dancer won it. The Dancer beat Holy Camp Rob. Third in Armour Augustus, and fourth close. But getting up on the inside, where there was Smoking Zack. It's in a photo with Blaze Edition and also Groovy Shannon. They're followed in then by Happy Chappy Shannon. A gap in the field. There came well back here Ox's Art Major with Squatter Shannon, and it was one of the last home with Abercrombie Tab, who just did it too hard.
Oh my
Number
gosh.
10, the Dancer, Anthony Winnell. Gets right up on the inside to win here. Number 10, the Dancer, beats 7 Holy Camp Rob. Third will be 8 Armour Augustus, so it's 10, 7 and 8. 10, 7 and 8. And we await the fourth here on race number 6. So 10, 7, 8, 10, 7, 8. There's 3 of them there for fourth. Blaze Edition, Smoking Zack, and also Groovy.
Oh my gosh, that was crazy. Oh. Let's see what his show price. Hopefully we don't like he. Okay, so he was clearly the least bet in the show pool. That's so funny. Clearly the least bet. But let's see what his paying. He's paying 20. He's paying $20 to show, so that's for the $2. So we had that's so sick. So that's $3 bet. We're gonna get back about $30 on that bet for him to show. If he would have ran second, he was paying $46 to place. So we would have got $70 $70 plus the show bet. So we would have got $100 if we would have ran second. Oh, that was crazy. He ran a hell of a race, though. I tell you, when they're 75 to 1, man, and they put in that kind of effort, that's what you look for. And then, funny enough, I say, oh man, they're coming from the outside all night. Well, they're coming from the back. The 10 came right up the rail. 10 came right up the rail and snagged it, but it was bombs away. And turning for home, the 8 actually probably had his nose on the lead. Oh, that's good stuff. Good stuff. Alright, Australia D's about to race.
Get into a good rhythm for her to sort of be in the finish, but Blake McDougall on today, bit of an awkward gate. We'll go back from the gate and hopefully get into a good rhythm. And look, we've always had a big opinion of her. We just
see if we can find anything really quick here. Really quick. Oh, 1 second. Okay. Looking for some soft track form here. 6 furlongs, maiden race again. No scratches. 5. Pretty even. 6. 6 actually wasn't that far back, even though he sat in the gate at the start. 7. No one's been interested in the 7 in those margins so far in his 2 races, 81 to 1 and 100 to 1. And he hasn't looked good. 8's been around, but he hasn't made any winning moves there. 9. They're about to race.
Starter's got them. Autumn Lass walks up. He should be right now.
Yeah, Chris, I've been playing with like the audio, so I've been trying to see like what
right now.
Kind of like what sound combination works best, because I want to be able to kind of hear the race call, just so it's not like a dead air type thing. But I also want the you know, to hear my voice more prominently. I wish I would have had more time to handicap this. There definitely seems to be some sort of possibilities here, some prices, but I definitely need like 5 more minutes there to have it all figured out.
And then came Miss Elsie May. Point 3 lengths away, Abyssinia ridden along from Hardy Farasi, then Petrus Spirit a long way back, Glorious Dream, Maker Right, Autumn Lass and Rockin' Tory are the last couple, so it's the roughie in front. Rewarded Princess gave a good kick here at the top of the straight. Share the Blame, Crown Street, Miss Elsie May giving chase, then Signal Hill and...
Oh, look at this horse on the outside, man. Woo! He almost ran into the back of the other horse. But right on by. Alright, well, not too much miss there, just a bunch of favorites. Oh, Australia B's about to come up soon. We'll keep it right there. Let's see if we can come up with the goods here. Oh man, it's not a true heavy track. It's more soft now. So we're gonna look for soft track runners instead of heavy runners. She was okay. Gonna have to re-review. 4 looks like an outsider. 5. Iffy on the 5. This looks like it may be too short for the 8. Maybe, I don't know, the 8's. He's coming first off a layoff, but a 5-month layoff, but he's been good at this distance before. 9's I don't like the 9. 10. Interesting. 10 looks really good. I'm not a big fan of the post, but it looks really competitive here. Won a strong maiden race. Jumps up against winners, but oh, the 11's garbage. This 11's a total trap here. Let me see if I can actually. 12's. This is too short for the 12. 13, too slow. 14's actually got an outside chance. This sucks. I'm not gonna have enough time to handicap this. The 11's a terrible choice to bet. God, the 10's been far outside. The 10's been far outside here, and he's just had an absolutely horrible trip so far. The good thing about the 10, though, is the horses inside of him aren't particularly good, and they may just kind of pile up. But if someone kind of shoots into there, yeah, 10's done. Jeez, that's who they just announced. Quail Hollow is going backwards. He's actually picking up the bid again, but he's way far back. He is here, no good. That is a good runner right there. That 8 crushed him. And the thing about it, the funny thing about it, that's the one who I said looked good. And off the layoff, you'd say, oh, you know, he's racing. Usually, you know, he did this same off the last time he was off the layoff. He had a long layoff, and then he started 7 furlongs, which would seem to be too short for him. But it wasn't, because he ran first and second in a pair of 7 furlong races. And he did the same thing here. You think, oh, they must be prepping him for longer distance races. And then he just comes up and just beats their brains out. So, on the 15 ran second. That was big juicy price. Okay, let's see what we got here. Toowoomba. Haven't done very good at A so far today, but we'll see. I know what I'm looking for now. I'm looking for a horse that have been good at the track. The 2 fits that bill. She's coming second race off a 3-month layoff. His 7 furlong was a little short for him, but I mean, he's 6 for 8 at the track. He's okay on the good track. 16 to 1. I mean, he should improve greatly off that last race. Trainer rider is perfectly fine. Oh, they are beating the brakes off the 4 betting wise. Yikes. Yeah, some of these outside horses are terrible. 12 and 11. 11, no hope. 12 has like a really outside chance, but I wouldn't be interested in investing this time. 9's garbage. Oh my god, can I get this bet in? I need to just play the 4-2 straight up. For $5. Let's see what's better to place or show on the 2. Okay, that's $18 to $18 on the place bet on the 2. I like that. I'll bet that. So basically, what we're looking for is, well, we want 5-2. We play 4-2 straight for $5, and then we play $5 to place on the 2. We'll see how this goes. 4 is a heavy favorite. Two's going to get in really good. Two's going to get in good shape here. 2's in 4th. The 4 is in the last right now. That's interesting.
2 further back to Above the Sky. It's in midfield 5th on the outside. Alvardi Snow the fence. A couple of lengths further back in the field to Mashani Harder. Covering up Bell Strider, who's basically 4th to last. Clear over Miss Cavallo, Miss Silky next to last. And back last of all was Nymeria, travelling at least 10 lengths off the
They're going reasonably, maybe moderate speed. It's definitely not a slow pace.
On its chest, leading out by a long neck or so. Over Fioronte, Star up on the outside, and they're followed by Swing Shift to 3rd, and Take a Shine is 4th along the rail. 2 further back to Above the Sky, and Arnie Snow next pair down. And then came Mashani Hart, clear over into a rearward position was Bell Strider. A couple of lengths further astern, then came Miss Cavallo. Now Miss Silky got relegated to be 2nd and basically now last because Nymeria is hooking to the extreme outside. So tight and compact the order, 400 metres now from the judge. Fioronte Star, one off the inside shading. Love You Anytime the rail. Miss Silky now driving through to be leaders back in need of a touch of luck, followed then by Take a Shine. Swing
Come on, 2. You have some kick. Any kick? Nope. Wow, 2's going to be dead last. God. This is the 2 right here with the red sleeves.
Miss Silky levels up on the outside, pokes its bib in front, and Miss Silky, too good. Michael Carl, a genius. Miss Silky defeats Love You Anytime. Now Miss Cavallo,
Jesus. 69 to 1 in 2nd.
followed by Mashani Harder, and then came at the head of the rest. There was Take a Shine, further back in the field to Swing Shift, and then came
Yikes.
Arnie Snow. Full back in the field was Nymeria, and Above the Sky.
God, yes, man. Eat that. God, what a jinx. Here I am saying, oh, 11. Absolutely no chance. CH, did you clip that? Me saying 11 had absolutely no chance, and then he comes up and runs 2nd. Almost won the damn race. Almost won the damn race. Jesus. Jeez. Yeah, okay. There's no way in life I have the 11 in a million years, so not terribly worried about that one. The 2 had a great trip. The 2's trip was 100 times better than the 4's trip, and the 4 came up and just ran him off the track. What do we have here? Jesus. That was tight. So we're gonna handicap Japan here. See if we can figure something out there. It's a 16 horse race. We've been unable to pick them in like 6 horse races, so we might as well just try and pick a 16 horse race and see how that goes. So far in the night, down 40. 3 hours in, we're down 40, so it's not a big deal. Haven't gone crazy on anything. Haven't seen a whole lot of anything either, so kind of, we haven't put our full $200 bullet to use, but just hasn't panned out for really attacking anything. Let's see here. Stakes race, going a mile and a half. Mile and a half should be a fun one to watch. I mean, it's cool watching the parade and all, but I'd really like to know what the track condition is. I really want to know if it's good, firm, really, like, yeah. If you've ever played the game Gallop Racer, like the Japan, like the racing style and the graphics and the visuals, it is almost just comically uncanny how similar it is, and just really, it's just funny and interesting and bizarre all at the same time. Makes me want to play Gallop Racer, actually. Alright, so while they're bullshitting, I think the track is good, but is it good or firm? Alright, let me just look online. Jesus. Okay, alright. Can you tell me what the track condition is? That's just really, it's really just all I want to know. Alright, we'll just keep watching the parade with absolutely no graphics. That really helpful. Really helpful. Anyway, so we'll start the handicapping here. So here's the program. Alright, so we're going a mile and a half. So we want to, one, we want to see horses that can get the distance, and two, we want to see horses that can, that are good at this track, which is Tokyo race course. This one race at Tokyo was the worst race he's run in his career. He's been on form lately. He'll take some betting, I'm sure of it. Let's see. 1 here, Tokyo last out of the stakes. Ran a good race in a grade 2 here, 5th out of 16. Definitely definitely one to keep in mind here. Yeah, the 3 is probably a touch slow. 4 probably shouldn't even be in this race. Not interested in the 5. Oh, 6 is coming off a long layoff. He's a 4-year-old. He was in some tough company before. Definitely is going to get some interest here. Definitely one to keep an eye on. Yeah, 7 doesn't look good enough with his sponge. Eight's interesting. His last race is ugly, but he won here going a mile and a half at this track. He's won multiple times at this track going a mile and a half. Definitely in the triple consideration. 9. Can you go this far? If you can extend to a mile and a half, maybe he has some. Maybe he has chances here. He goes back to carrying 119, so that's good. 8, 9, 6, 9, okay. I'll toss the 10. 11's, I'm not interested. I don't know, 12's never gone this distance. I'd have to see a race. See, like, so Lemaire had been riding the 13, but he chose 12 or 13, so I think that disqualifies the 13 of interest. Maybe has a 3rd place chance. 14's 1 going a mile and a half here. Interesting. 15 looks a little slow. 16 doesn't look like he can beat this bunch. So we'll play the 1 and we'll toss the 6. Let's say 8, 9. We'll play 1 with the 8, 9. No, never mind. We'll play 1 with the 6, 8. In the exacta. Then we'll play a little triple. 1 with the 6, with the 8, 9, 13, 14. We'll see the prices on the 8, so we're gonna place. All right, well, we're going. Get this 1 to win. It's a long race, so we're not really too interested in what they do early. Although it's very nice to see the 6 and the 8 and the 1 up there. Oh, there goes the 9. That's no good. Whoops. It's a long race, mile and a half. one's under a string. He's following that 6. Jeez. Oh my goodness. We weren't close there. We weren't close at all. We weren't close at all. Of course, now the 5 has no form at the track, so we had no idea what to think about him. And he comes up and he just blows right on by everything. All right, let's go to Bathurst. We should be handicapping Bathurst because that's actually the track that we that we made money on recently. But no, do we do that? No, we don't. We don't do that at all. It really is like how the loose horse, how horses are such pack animals that if like a jockey falls off, they don't just like stop. They keep running with all the other horses in there. Uh-oh. Well, that's no good. Jesus. Alright, didn't miss too much there. Favorite comes out as the winner. Let's go to Australia B. See what we got here. Waga. Let's see, 7-4. What are we going to do here? Soft track. This is great wet track form. 2 of 6. Two's the favorite. I'm not sold on the 2, but he's going to come back to again. 3's probably a little too slow for this bunch. Wow. The 4 looks very interesting. The 8 is very weird. I mean, it makes sense if you're betting on, but it just doesn't. His form, he's coming second race off the layoff. His form closing out last year was really good, but his first race back was terrible and it wasn't bet. It wasn't terrible, but it was slower than what would be expected of him. He doesn't look particularly good on the soft track. His pedigree is not soft track pedigree, so it might be a toss here. 6 is too slow. 7 looks a little too slow here. 8. I'm not sold on the 8. 9 is scratch. 10. No, 10 hasn't been good in a very long time. 11 has speed. Hasn't shown being able to finish it at all. 12 scratch. 13 seems a touch slow here. I like the 1 here. Let's put a 10 piece on this 1's nose. This looks like the 2 and the 4 have some serious issues here. So we're betting the 1. We're putting $10 on his nose. Yeah, the 11's. 1 has a far outside post, so we'll see. Don't expect him to leave great, but want to get mid-pack here. I'm looking to get at this 8-8 and kick my ass here. Alright, so we have the 1. 1 is back here between runners, third to last or so. I don't like that position too much, but he's not over racing. jumbling up nicely. Neither one to give us a kick here. I'd like to see this way out, just shift out and just, oh, the one's flat, a little flat-footed. We're going to come into the screen now. Here we go. We're too late. We are too late here. We are not too late. Ooh! Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. I hope you saw that one. Hope you were here for that one. Yes, you were, CH. I love that. I was so reverse jinxing that one. I was like, oh my god. Keep just saying he's not gonna get there. And he got there. That's huge. Bang zoom. Right on in there. So actually that one, I think that I had $10 on him, so he's 5-1. So let's see what's that put us at. So that's going to put us a little above even on that bet, because we're going to get 60 plus change back. Really good. Nice. That's probably I may make a small nubby bet here on one of the next few races, and probably just close the stream out with that one. That was a hell of a finish. Because yeah, it's getting late, and you can only thanks, man. You can only handicap so well when you can barely keep your eyes open. But that's a good one to close out on. But I'll look at this 7B and see what's out there. That's heavy. Well, it's not heavy. It's more soft than heavy. So let's still looking for soft track form. We'll take a stab here. I like the one, even with the high weight. Well, maybe not. I'm going to take a huge shot. I like the 12 here. I'm going to take the 12, see if we can sneak in this bet. 12, let's see. Are we going to get in? 1, 2, 9. We are not. We're going to pay the 12 or the 1, 2, 9, 14.
Elusive is about 5-6 lengths away. They come up towards the home corner. 400 metres left to go. Costa Maya still leading. Turns. Comes away from the fence. Ariel takes the gap on the running rail. And then a Sola Comacino accordingly down the outside. Sure to shine South Bends and Carter Alphaville. 200 metres left to go. And it's Ariel and accordingly going up to Costa Maya. And Alphaville's joining in out deep with a strong run as well. Accordingly with Alphaville going up on the outside and challenging.
Don't do it. Don't do it to me. Oh, God. Oh, oh man. CH, please tell me you didn't see that one. Oh, God. Why? Why would they do that? Why would I just... Oh, God. Wow.
Alphaville moved up, got very close to being level with 100 metres to go, but accordingly has found when
I was playing 12 with the 1, 2, 9, 14.
Alphaville moved up, maybe got within the half head of it, and then accordingly dug in, and the last 20 metres has got almost 3/4 the length on the runner-up.
Brutal. Brutal. I had it. I was just going to put in, one more little nubby bet. Saw the 12. It's not paying gigantic, but would have been another $57. It's paying $114 for a $2. Ugh. Tough bananas.
Okay, they're loading well, these horses. My numbers here are 2, 4, 5, and 1. There's been solid money, rhyme nor rhythm, 370 into 270. Jaden Tom, $1.90 out to 240. And Boomwire, good support, $6.50 into $4.80. Just about loaded. Let's go up to Anthony for his call.
Number 4, Jaden Tom, midfield, 2 tactic changes. All right, so running 1,000 metres, and this is a great race. And the betting's reflecting that with several moves. $2.30, Jaden Tom, it's easing out and then back in. $2.80 the 2, which is Rhyme Nor Rhythm, and Boomwire, there's money for it as well. So just about got them placed away. Let's see what happens here. No more shortly. Running 1,000 metres. Red lights, gates back, racing. Now Love's Son dawdled out of the gates, missed the start hopelessly, out the back by 3 or 4, and Cambuya Rock and Glenbourne's Duchess both began brilliantly. Boomwire to third around the outside, and Jaden Tom to fourth, and Eva Mack is fifth along the rail. Rhyme Nor Rhythm is sixth, Camp to the outside of Tasani. Tomso improves ground to be racing in centre field position at the Weekwood stand. 2.5 further back in the field of Mr. Attitude, back next to last at Love's Son. Whip them in last of all, 10 lengths off the speed. Cambuya Rock and Boomwire go toe-to-toe, 420 metres out. Leading out a length and a quarter, Jaden Tom to third, coming at them. Followed then by Eva Mac. Rhyme Nor Rhythms doing the extreme outside as heads are turned for home, and they're followed by Tasani Tomsale. They wheel the bend, 270 to run. Cambuya Rock, Boomwire, collared in the lead by Jaden Tom, and Rhyme Nor Rhythm and Tasani Tomsale are down the outside, but it's Jaden Tom clearing out. Rhyme Nor Rhythm to second at the 50, but Jaden Tom's in front, and Jaden Tom beats home Rhyme Nor Rhythm. In third, Boomwire, Love's Son fourth, and Eva Mac fifth. Then came Tasani Tomso well back in the field of Mr. Attitude, Cambuya Rock, and Glenbourne's Duchess last in 60.47.
All right, let's see this thing. See what we can get here. See what we can get going here. Ooh. Ooh. 7 looks pretty good here. Wow. All right, well, you know what? I think that's a sign to end the night because the Australia race was just made official, and let me put that on the screen. And as if that's not enough of a sign, the balance is exactly at $200. I think there's a late scratch in it. Made the odds go down a little bit, but the one paid $55.50 for the $10 win bet. But there's your bookends. We started the night with a win, and we're going to end the night on a winning bet. It could have been 2 winning bets. I got shut out of betting that exactly with 12, but all in all, you know, fun stream. Let me close that out. Thanks, guys. Thanks for watching. If you stuck by, you didn't see any fireworks or anything. There just wasn't anything available to really, you know, sink our teeth into. We did, you know, our back. I won't say our back was up against the wall because we were only down with $60, but we got that one home on a fantastic effort, came just flying down. So that was exciting. But we'll be back at it tomorrow night, and then we may, you know, depending on when the first race of Australia goes off, we'll that's when we'll start the stream. Usually that's around like 10 o'clock or so. But there's always a possibility I can fire up the stream for some poker play. But that'll be it for tonight. Thanks for viewing, and you have a good one. Catch you later.